a great event, one that you definitely should check out if you're in the area, guys.
Yes, indeed. I'm just going to look at the global leaderboards now. I'm looking out there, you know, Manga picking up that big win. I believe last week at Soup, right? And, you know, obviously catapulting him hugely in the lead there. And you got Ikari there, Eva Japan, you know, Fazine with the combo breaker, winning, getting those points on the line. And then there's Keisuke.
Yeah, so a lot of great players there. So you got Active, ARSLAN, Ashni, Hafiz Tanvir, Tetsu, Matsuba, Ranchu, Nobi, Yagami, AK, CBM.
Right, I believe last year the kind of like cut-off point where people start to qualify was 1,200 points. No one's reached that yet. All to play for. Everyone's kind of amongst each other. Like I said, early doors, there's going to be big changes. And today, we're going to see, well, not even today, it's going to be tomorrow when we have the top 8. We're going to see who's going to catapult up that leaderboard.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you everyone again for tuning in today. It's going to be an incredible, packed day of Tekken 8 action. Some of the best EU players and also some of the best players in the world are in attendance here. You want those points, they just, you know, it's going to be hard though. It's going to be hard. Yeah. When speaking to people, it's so funny when I'm asking, oh, how do you feel today? Everyone's like, oh, I'm nervous, but I don't know how well. But, and, you know, it's just, when going into a tournament of this scale, I believe it's anyone's game. It's versus 2 for the majority of the tournament. Anyone can win. It's just that shift in mentality we were speaking about before.
And one thing we failed to mention as well, this isn't EWC qualified. There's 3 qualifiers. So there's also that additional pressure. I know there's going to be people here that, you know, there's limited spots now left. I believe just even in the last chance qualifiers, like, these are now the chances are getting very, very slim. There's going to be that additional thought in the back of the head, like, you know, I need to make these places. So, you know, additional pressure makes diamonds, or pressure just bursts the pipe. I told you about the main pipe that burst in my house. I know about burst pipes. Talking about burst pipes. We have Haroon. This is quite, you know, common, you know, something that we know
very well
for many, many years. It's actually great to see him. I can't actually remember the last time I've actually seen him. I mean, it's happened so many times. I've been around here and I'll be like, I ain't seen this guy for a long time. He's definitely one I have not seen in a long time. Definitely going to still be rocking that Haroon, right?
Yeah, he's definitely sticking with his main characters. Or Haroon, one of my best friends, such a lovely guy, one of the most genuine players in the scene. I remember there was one year where everyone was fighting for Tekken World Tour points.
O Yoshi é Robin Hood, ele rouba os pobres.
And it's crazy. When Haroon locks in and is confident in his game, we both know because we played
Vai levar com o PWC também.
many hours over the last couple of years. He is such a strong player, very intelligent, and I'm looking to see big things from him here.
I wonder what his mindset going into this. Is it just to have fun? You know, he spoke to him, is he looking to, is he just looking
I think when speaking to him, he was really happy with his last performance. Okay. World Tour last chance qualified. He felt really good with the way he played, and he just wants to kind of use that momentum to go into this. He does believe in himself. Here we go, our first game of the mix-up.
He's going up against a French, you know, in the house. Your part. He's working out Armor King. Armor King is one, you know, I like Armor King. He kind of feels like he's the same kind of Armor King, just, you know, a little tweak here and there, little technique tweaks, nice set.
Still feel like I get hit by that downward one string way too many times, just not used to it.
Yo, now what's the mix up there? Oh, he drops the combo, that's huge. Okay, nice, I like it. Needs to be very careful with the giant swing in good position there, side step 8, gonna finish the combo. Lovely stuff, down jab. Needs to be really careful of the giant swing. Probably might win for that.
Yeah, you know, very good movement from Haroon as well. He sidestepped Arm King's downward one.
Espero que pare de cair agora, né, mano? Pra mim, a gente aproveitar um Gures Tekken aqui. Rank Armor King pra começar a live. Pessoal que tá no YouTube, vai deixando o like, por favor, por favor. Deixa eu até arrumar aqui, que é verdade, eu fiz outra live aqui, mano.
And that's one thing that really is unspoken about Haroon. He has a full throw mix game, actual genuine one. So it's one that we should, I think he is using that a lot.
And I realised that it's really good when they throw out those throws as well, because it's a great tool to break your opponent's defense.
It adds the mental side. It gives you something else to think about. That's it. Okay, jab. Power crush there. Punch. Save minus 9. We'll do also no option now. Back jacking one. Back it. Gonna swing the heat. Make it safe.
Again, going for the throw. Very nice from Haroon.
Ontem o disco tá cheio, mas, mano, tem um monte de coisa, velho.
Low block, very, very good from Haroon. And one thing is that people might not, like we know about Haroon, the UK scene knows about Haroon. Some of the EU players do when people were active back in Tekken Tag 2 and Tekken 7. But do these players here, these newer players in Tekken 8 know how good Haroon is? He's already 1-0 up, looking very good in that first round.
He's really exploited the weakness, and I like that. That's one of the things that, you know, he's homing in, you know, like, alright, cool, these throws are working. So, you know, it's not broken.
Salve, Waf, salve, Léo.
I love that gameplay. Very, very patient.
Oh, that
Deixa eu ver.
all the time, Bubsy. I don't know why this.
Por aí, top 64 é uma da tarde.
After downfall one.
It's a new extension that he's got, so he's gonna get caught. And, you know, Haroon's not may not be familiar with the new Armor King changes. That's gonna go to the wall. Okay, goes.
Oh, estranho hit smash.
É. Ending around without using and beautiful low parry. Can he make a comeback? It's going to be very difficult with 25 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but still has heat. It's a very momentum-based game. Gonna stay, gonna make it safe. Step 4. Now the pressure down jab to alleviate that, and nice. So it's gonna be keeps it nice and clean.
Leopard holding his ground there against Haroon.
Oh no!
Wow, but yo, UK punish?
Eu não sei por que o porca do bagulho de áudio fica pegando o bagulho da live, mas
Nice duck, but no big punish there. It's a while standing 4-4. Lovely move splat.
Nice combo. What's the pressure like? He's continuing pressure, which is really good. Tekken 8, you need to be aggressive.
Obrigado por avisar.
Too much time for defending.
Love that combo. Love the adjustment there. You knew the sideball was probably gonna mess up the combo. Good throw break there.
Or first hit that power crush.
Yeah, held the brakes there. I believe it can still be punished. Okay, forward, 4. Haroon's in a bad position. Oh, wait. Oh, if he didn't do sidestep all day, he could have got the launch.
Scary stuff.
Nice.
Out of that very, very brave challenge. But something that Haroon's definitely going to keep in the back of his mind after that situation. That's one of those situations with Haroon that, you know, you see people normally sidestepping right after that. Showing that he's willing to press, willing to challenge. No throw right there, doesn't get the reverse back.
There was one bit there where Haroon had an opportunity to whiff punish. Took way too long here as well. And Leopard is starting to understand Haroon's habits here. He's flowcharting quite a bit. Haroon definitely needs to wake up. Otherwise, Leopard's going to take it. That's going to be the round and the there.
I think that's an old school kind of player thing. He kind of pressed into that string. I think he's trying to whiff punish there because you see you got the counter here, but sometimes you just got to be a little bit more patient when you see a whiff. Or maybe he just didn't expect him to finish the string. It happens. And again, pressing into the string, probably something that Haroon is not familiar with. Going to get the guaranteed hits as well. Going to get a punish on that? Yes. Okay, that's
opting with the throws, but
going back to the throws because they were working before, but that's going to whiff.
You
do it.
No, I don't do it. Actually, Asim
do it.
Asim is the culprit. I do it sometimes. I learn it
sometimes. I've seen you do it better.
Asim does it more.
We're going to go for the heat. Okay, let's see how you're going to utilize your heat now. Okay, what's up, Okazemi? That's one thing I really watch out for now, is how the opponents use their heat. He's activated on the first combo. I'm not really the biggest fan of that. Down jab.
Single jabs, both of them playing a tiny bit slower. That low has been having so much success on Haroon. Leopard.
Downfall 2-1. Haroon's make a comeback. How is he going to do that? And he spends the heat there, and that's but gets the just range skyrocket. Could be huge. And no.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, so many drops from
I'll drop us.
That's a bit of a waste of heat there. Going back for the throws, these throws are working. What's the mix up there? Goes for the throw again.
Oh, he's definitely going to punish him. Wow, what a punish.
That could be dead, you know. Yeah, that is dead. And that's one of the things. It is -14. You can throw punish it. Some characters can even launch throw punish it. Great awareness there from Leopard.
Oh, and again with punish. You know, there's moments of brilliance from Haroon, and then other times where he just drops those combos, but he needs to capitalize on
Maybe he's not been playing as much. I'm not sure. Maybe that Flamingo makes nice step. Could have got something a little bit more. Okay, now we're going to get a punish. Launch.
He's probably used that about 5 times. Each one hit, and that one time in the clutch situation, Haroon was so ready.
He's probably going to spend the heat. Yeah, no, going to get spiked down. That was a good heat.
That could be a potential comeback here. Still has 30 seconds remaining. He can do a lot with this. He's going to get nice Oki after this too. Goes for forward, neutral 2. Doesn't work.
Então não é possível que agora vai estar.
But still has a heat himself. He's getting hit by everything. What's the mix-up? Goes mid this time off the bat, Jaguar. Oh, but not got the health. He's not got the health.
The boot.
Had the right read, but just, you know, that was a good option there.
Was, yeah. If he had a tiny bit more health, he would have won there.
Yeah, he needed a lot more health. His running threes are chunky.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go, goes under, gonna get punished now. I think back 1-2 would have reached there.
Trying to catch him ducking.
Hello, just opposite go for Miz again. Lovely, blocking the down back 3.
And Leopard is starting to, in certain situations, he might be panicking, and he's pulling it out. He's pulled it out on 2 occasions.
Nice, again, that was a big whip and a hop kick.
Again, all the lows coming out. Goes for the power crush. Is Haroon going to stay alive here? Are we going down to a final round in our first game of the mix-up here? Tekken World Tour action.
Mix-up. Okay, this time goes to the mid-launch. Great there. You know, probably Leopard probably going to duck because of the throws he's been eating from that kind of situation.
This is so tense as well. We know the pressure's high. Very good option from Haroon. He's on the front foot. He has such a huge life lead. Bubsy.
Lovely with punch from the 4-4-4. He is engaged now. This is huge and scary. That is going to work though, and it's not going to kill. Leopard now has it all to play for and can activate heat after that. See what he's going to do afterwards. Okazemi.
That was such a great option. So much more work to do though there. Look at the damage, 77.
Still Haroon's in the driving seat here. Yes, Haroon there taking it with the low, and it's a really back and forth game. It's the first game, just like that.
You can see Haroon's face there as well. He's bro, that was way too close. A very good way to start things off, but he let off a sigh of relief there. Haroon advances in the winner's bracket.
I really feel like he went for the old school.
Bom, acho que deve dar resolvido.
You kind of like re-put him in that same situation with the running forward, just like, okay, I'm gonna play around this kind of like mind game, and I feel like that's one of the best things in Tekken 8, the way to play Tekken 8. We was talking about it this morning about, well, I was more talking about with Pun Life, how I had to kind of like jig your brain. He's like, okay, I'm gonna put you in a situation, we're gonna run through the cycles here, we're gonna play a little bit of free card one. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna duck here. All right, the mid launch is coming. Okay, now you're gonna try power crush, and you know, always staying one step ahead. He went for the throw there, and it really got him around. So
I really do enjoy when people play Tekken like that. It's so good to see the different layers of this game. It does get quite complex the more you start playing.
Oh yeah.
There's so many different things to think about, especially in tournament where there's a lot more to kind of be aware of in the game. And Haroon was definitely showcasing that. We could see the different things, the process in his mind.
Oh yeah, there was definitely like layers there we could kind of see, and you know what you said about it's quite interesting. You said about the how they play in the layers. I thought for also playing in the tournament, people kind of be like a little bit more passive. You see in the kind of like towards the end, they're like, okay, we don't want to put so much in, but where if you're playing on ranked, bro, I see people doing I've been playing a little bit. I've been saying, I've been kind of like sneaking back on, and some of the things I've been seeing people doing is I'm just like, you done that?
People do some wild stuff online, and we've seen it happen on ranked. I can hear some cheering at the back over there as well.
See the switch. Oh, that's Rage Brown. When I see the switch, that he's going crazy. Those Swiss guys, they are really passionate, man. They're really passionate.
É isso aí, pessoal. Pra quem tá chegando agora e não sabe, hoje é TWT Master Event na França, The Mix Up. Valendo muitos pontos, tem muitos players fortes aí hoje. Hoje é a primeira parte do torneio, amanhã é o top 16 até fechar o torneio, né? Até temos um campeão, hoje vai fechar o top 16. Deixa eu falar, já temos um Kazuya ali. Nós temos aqui, eu tenho uma lista dos players mais famosos. Olha, nós temos aqui Europa, Oriente Médio e África, temos Gozen, Raef, Georgia, Kill, Neia, Lane, Aniana, Raeb, Empress FTC, Tibetano, Kennen Trent, DFP, Assim, Sin, Kira, NRC, Kicking Machine, Ed, Nino, Super Akuma, Quistakis, Neon Kai, Oracle 99, Boldey, 8TB, Tetsu, Ilias, MD Luffy, Buffalo Soldier, Kaiser Oculars, Hexmark e Fireblade. Inclusive, esse caso deve ser o Buffalo Soldier. E Pacífico, Ásia e Pacífico temos Farzin, Nobi, Shikurin, Jonden, Pinya, Shonen, Rest, Arslan, Ash, Mugold, Kokoma, Ascent, Ambition, GDC, Artak, CBM, Quasimir, XCC, Miu, Ao, AK, Bikun, Rankshu, Ed, Mandia, Double Book e Q-Dance. E das Américas nós temos King Ray Jr.
So people might not agree with me, you know, feel free.
Right.
Everyone has their opinion.
Opinion is fine.
Exactly. Everyone has their own opinion on the character. It's fine. It's fine if someone doesn't agree with it. But I just feel like Kazuya is one of the hardest characters in the game to play, and I'll stand by it. No one can really change my mind on that. I feel like he hasn't got the same tools as like maybe an Azucena or a Lily or an Alyssa or any of these characters.
You know who I thought he was going to say? I thought he was going to say Lydia. I watched that set with you.
Lydia. Oh, you saw it.
I saw that set. I thought it was coming.
Lydia as well. Lydia's another example, right? I feel like to use Kazuya at the highest level, you need so much, in my opinion, experience with the character being in those strange situations. Your execution needs to be on point as well. Sometimes you're just not feeling like, you know, the wave dash, the electrics are not coming out, and you just fail completely.
You want me to give my opinion? No, not my opinion, but do you want me to say this is probably going to hurt a lot of people, right?
Well,
it's controversial.
Let's see.
I honestly think that if you can't perform at least in the 15 frame electric wing golf and you're not block punishing a bit, I don't think you should be touching that character.
That's a big statement, man.
Because you're leaving so much, especially when obviously you can mess around with it, but when it comes to like a tournament play, if you can't capitalize on those kind of moments, you see like you get very sparing moments in the tournament. And if you're not
Vamos ver, né?
Like the 15 frame,
Ele falou que ele é ruim, então ela é boa.
We're talking about 14 frame electric to a 15 frame electric.
When you got a character who can do down 4-2, and if you can't do it, the amount of damage you're leaving on the table, I'm like, why are you playing Kazuya? That's just my.
Oh, yeah, that's good. You heard it here first, guys.
So why are you playing Kazuya?
Wait, was that the point you were trying to make this whole time?
Maybe, who knows? Maybe that was my whole point.
No, I play Kazuya for fun, man. I play for the jokes. But in my opinion, one of the hardest characters, if not the hardest character in the game to use.
Pessoal, deixa o like aí, ó. Não é o Lee 4073 contra Mirai Shogun do futuro, mano. Pior que essa matchup é mó bosta por causa disso. Nice. Acho que é F4. O cara tem wave dash, mano. Ele tá fazendo um sidestep, mas ele não tá punindo, ó. De novo, não foi punish isso.
Lee 4073 doing damage here.
Lovely jab interruption there. You see, he's got the game plan. He's using the lateral movement a lot. So see what can Lily can
Aumentar pouquinho.
Lily's got good step in.
Acorda, cara! Acorda, gente! Acorda! Começou!
Play our own game.
Oh, the nerf to all the characters in general with he was amazing.
Caramba, esse Ed não sai daí não, mano.
That feisty rabbit, which people was really scared about before. Now, if she wants to go for it, she does it once, and then the feisty rabbit low, and then that's the end. If she doesn't activate.
I always call it that this patch was like it was a little patch, but it makes.
Você vai fazer tipo back 2-4 ali pra jogar na parede, então tornar na parede.
Once we go through the tournament, we can actually pinpoint them when we see them.
Oh, that was a beautiful electric there. What's the combo like? Doesn't have heat.
Yeah. Last chance to lose. He's going to be a statue. No, not for the down back 3.
Be careful with the Matterhorn or any big moves that might try and throw out here. Goes for the low.
He's going to look for a heat engager to get some of that life back.
Boy.
In that kind of situation, I think you have to look for the heat engager there to get your life back, and it kind of just really swings the favor back in your direction. But as you say, that
essa luta é muita win-win, né, mano? Torcer pro Kazuya e que ali torcer pra ele perder, mano. Só coisa boa.
It's a nice launcher there as well, back against the wall.
I love the use of the heat there, just to kind of like even out the combo, but it just still didn't kind of work. But heat smash gonna take it. Gonna go 2 rounds apiece.
It's funny, all these games have been really close. The one before as well. And the sidestep into hob kick and drops the combo. A lot of drop combos today already.
It's nerves, man. Early, nice again, another step. I want to see something a little bit bigger. You've been stepping these quite consistently.
Right, stepping it into Hell Sweep. Maybe you can do...
even just go for a heat engage or something.
Go for 2 or go for
maybe just
something
down
bigger.
4-1, but nice.
Yeah, boy.
Going to activate heat now, sidewall splat. What's the combo going to be?
Well, with the right combo, I think this could be it. If he's going to go for crouch dash 1+2 as well. 1 pixel remaining, goes for the spring kick and loses there. The way people get up, I think it's really interesting. I'm paying attention to it a lot more now when I'm actually playing in the game. Seeing someone told me, especially with Kazuya, you need to really watch how the opponent gets up, and according to that, you can punish them very, very heavily with a character like Kazuya. I've seen people sometimes wait for the get-up kick, and they're just standing from range 3 or 4, crouching, and then the minute they do a get-up kick, while standing 2.
One of the things I really want to see people kind of really call out, again, talking about wake-ups, is kip-ups.
Oh, kip-up, bro. Oh my god. I really dislike
a lot of people get away from it, get away with it. Like the use of that heat there. That's one of the things, man. You're blowing your heat too fast. I mean, the heat is such a strong tool in this game. I don't like it when it's like it's 15 seconds gone, you've already lost your heat.
So you've lost your resources, now your back is against the wall. How do you get out from
See,
here?
if he had heat here, he probably could have pressed heat to kind of alleviate himself in the situation.
Yeah, the heat burst, right?
Yeah. That's one thing I'm really watching out. Okay.
Oh my
1-1-2.
god.
Game while standing for. Love that challenge. Got the counter here as well.
Era uma chance dele ali, que ele fez o mais difícil pra essas Twin Pieces ali.
Steps. Okay. Didn't expect him to finish that. If it's finished and blocked, that is because he had the electrics. We'll see.
We're waiting for it. He's having a lot of success with Hell Sweep at the moment as well. I don't think one's gotten blocked here. I might be wrong, but he seems to be sidestepping.
He seems to be doing it on whiffs.
What?
That's why.
Yeah.
So it's
sidestep
working.
electrics.
Okay, no punishment down 4-2, but gets the knockdown instead.
Faltando capitalizar, mano. Nossa, boa.
We can do sidestep 1+2, 4-4-2 for the combo. No, goes to
Dá
the
pra
edge,
jogar
right,
back 2-2.
challenge the keep up there. I think he could have
Oh,
got
nice.
well after that, but with the right combo, this maybe not with the wall break.
Oh, no, it's still possible.
I don't think it is. Is it nice? Patience there, a great punish there. I love that little, dash up there. And sometimes just even just moving with
Caramba,
caution,
começa toda hora, velho, esse Twitch, velho.
Yeah, exactly. So
Ainda
much
bem que não tá
aggression, and then just to
cortando a
put the
live.
brakes on at the end.
Caramba.
That's a nice down forward 2 counter here. He's going to get huge damage from this as well. Probably going to go all the way to the wall as well.
Okay, do not break the wall, keep him there. Love it. What's that? Because me off the downfall too. Low heat smash. Okay, I like it. I respect it. Just need to be careful. Don't get caught with a heat engager. 1-1 could have
Ah, não
finished
confirmou.
with 1-1, but goes for the 1-1-2 anyway. That is very, very hit confirmable. It's probably just the nerves.
Yeah, 1 round away from taking it here.
Mas esse Léo jogando bem até. Só faltando um pouco, tipo, pro próximo nível, talvez ele punir melhor algumas coisas, mas ele tem uma movimentação muito boa.
Sidestep down forward 2 counter here. Is he going to get the right combo to forward?
Sidestep right.
Yes.
Left, I mean, sorry. See, again, you could have probably been a little bit more anticipating of that keep up and got a huge punish on it.
Yeah, Mirai Shogun still has he mentioned it before, should be looking to activate and use it. That's
There we go.
very good. It has all
that
the
life
resources as well.
Punish!
Nice.
Nice.
Where's that wall?
Ah!
Okay, spends it.
Ah, não, cara.
Gets caught pressing, gets handing the
Tentou
cookie
punir o
jar.
Low ali,
Little bit
velho.
more patient.
Era só esperar punir a segunda parte.
Yeah, counter hit. That move is actually kind of untalked about. It's like a Jin down too, but there's no one's kind of.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. He used it at the right
Nice,
time.
nice!
He's going for some really good lows towards the end. Now he's just going in full aggression with Kazuya. All the way to the wall. So good. Goes for it.
Nice!
So sick. Goes with that big low again. He's used it many times. A few pixels remaining. Lee, what a block. No punish. Gets the perfect. And he takes it there and moves forward here.
That was a wrong punch and statue kick. Yeah, went for the wild stand. I mean, wild stand.
Com a camisa do Kazuya Mishima.
But look, I think she can do really good. Is it wild standing 2-1 or wild standing 1-2? I'm not really a Lily player. I can't remember.
Pessoal, deixa o like, por favor. Caramba, hoje tá difícil, velho. Obrigado quem tá assistindo a live. Nossa, eu já fiquei meio pistola aqui já.
And it definitely added up and worked in the end. And Lily there could have activated he maybe a tiny bit more. Look for those opportunities. He is such a big topic. I think the way that you use he, utilize it, whether defensively or offensively, there's so many different ways to use it.
Yeah, like I said,
And
like
using it too early is a
I
problem.
think just this weekend is one of the things I've actually noticed against players is like how and when you use heat. And I see a lot of people use heat when they do their first combo. They get the one launch, they fight them down. To me, I'm just like
VFMG, obrigado pelo follow, bem-vindo.
I think it's too early. You see, it was like 40 seconds, 45 seconds.
Sure. 15 seconds gone, combo, and then use it to get
like,
the ball.
I feel like maybe people should start trying to diversify how they use their heat. I don't think all the time on the first combo you need to go for a heat. You know, maybe if you're playing, so say like if you're playing against a character you know is going to do a lot of chip damage, maybe you want to save that heat, being like, okay, you know, so say like if you're Nina, you know, she's got an 11 frame standing heat engager. Just like, you know, I've got quite a high chance for something being -11. So if I'm like down or I need to get life back, a lot of grey life, I'm playing against an opponent that does a lot of chip damage, I'm not going to use my heat.
Quem será que vai jogar a próxima?
You have an opportunity to make that comeback, and you know, you get the heat engager, you get the run up, you get the mix, and you get the life back.
There's so many advantages to
swings
looking
everything.
For it.
So that's why I'm not really a fan of just first combo, first opportunity. It just kind of it feels like you're autopiloting just a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's definitely something to be aware about. I've also heard the other thing where some people, the other side of it as well, some people don't like to use it at all as a heat burst in neutral.
Yeah.
They don't like to use it as a defensive option. They say it's an absolute waste to use it when they're just fighting. So that's an opinion.
But that's an opinion,
so they just use it in combos and also to obviously heat engage as well. And then I've also heard the other opinion where, which is opposition to your opinion, where they would use it.
No,
They would use it as soon as it's possible.
All right.
The minute that it's available in a combo, bam.
Okay, I'm not saying one way is right. I think
it's true.
I think you should diversify. Definitely depending on maybe the matchup. Even there may be a string where it's just deals with. Say like you can float them down out of the string. You're like, okay, I'm looking for this particular string. And maybe in this matchup, you're like, okay, this is a great way to use the armor, get the spike down. I'm not saying there's like just one way. I think there's different ways, but I feel like people still need to explore.
There's still time to
still time
explore.
to
Yeah.
explore.
That's what's beautiful about the game. Like there's so much time.
Changing as well.
Exactly.
It's forever changing. So
Nossa, os caras tá meio blasé, né? Dois camiseta preta sem nada. Estranho. Esse mano aí, é engraçado. Esses dois caras me seguem, né? Eu acho engraçado. Tipo, o Rukang aqui, é os caras que tá aqui bem aqui. Ele me segue no Instagram. E o Bubsy, que é o negão, me segue no Facebook. Não sei nada, o cara me seguiu no Facebook lá. Mó tempão, mano. Faz mó tempão.
We'll see. Talking about optimal ways, I think the next match is going to be...
Next match coming up as well. It's going to be a very big match, and we're so early in the day. We were speaking about this before. There's going to be killer games super early in the day, so make sure you guys are watching today.
Chicken aí, tá chicken aí.
Already about to come up. I'm not going to spoil it for people, but they're sitting down there. They're waiting. They're ready to play, and this is probably going to be a maybe round 2 or even round 3 match on the bracket here.
Yeah, I think it's probably round 2.
Pessoal, no YouTube, deixe o like, muito importante. E em breve, novidades, hein? Eu acho que vai ter novidades em breve aqui no canal, hein, rapaziada. Quem gosta de Capcom. Salve, mano. Bom dia. Salve, mano. Bom dia. Cara, tô pensando em começar Tekken. Teria alguma coisa que seja essencial de conhecer no jogo? Alguma técnica, algo do gênero que aprender cedo vai melhorar meu jogo? Sou do Fighter 6 Grandmaster. Nossa, lembrou quando jogando Fighter 6 a pessoa chega. Denner, faça isso, eu sou um Master. Enfim, vi um trailer de uma personagem, uma ninja, e acabei pegando esse jogo. Seria meu primeiro contato com o Tekken. Kunimitsu, que acabou de chegar. Cara, ó, eu tenho vários vídeos que são muito interessantes pra quem tá começando. Tem uma playlist, inclusive. Mas, basicamente, eu te recomendaria muito você começar com um vídeo, termos que você precisa saber. Porque lá eu explico mais ou menos o que é hit e tudo mais, que é uma mecânica nova. Mas os termos básicos do jogo de qualquer Tekken, né? Tipo, como a gente fala os comandos, não sei se você já sabe, né? Você já viu por aí, né? Mas, deixa eu... Cadê?
Again, I use this analogy, it's like 3-card money. I'm going to put you in this situation on block, and it's like, what am I going to do next? And I believe that with Jack now, it's like a much more of a committal character. You have to use the Gamma Household as parries to kind of get out of situations where, you know, like certain matchups, like maybe a Dragunov running 2 is a big pressure tool, but it's just like, okay, I'm going to have to use the Gamma House, but then it's like a preemptive thing. So if I'm preempting using Gamma House, you'd be like, okay, this guy thinks I'm going to do this, I'm going to just run up and throw him out the arm.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing as well.
I think Jack is definitely, the changes, he's a lot more high committal.
Básicos aqui.
But it definitely can be done. That's one of the things that, regardless of what the game
Então,
is.
esse aqui vai ser o tipo vídeo, tipo, mano, esse é o tipo, mano, preciso ver esse vídeo. Mas assim, nessa playlist tem vídeos que eu ensino várias coisas do jogo. Até jogo 3D, principalmente você viu, do Street Fighter vai ser mais fácil pra você entender, né? Porque tipo assim, tem como escolher o personagem, mas esse já tem, então, tipo, basicamente não precisa disso. Porque, basicamente, tô falando pra você escolher o personagem melhor que você quer jogar. Então, você já quer jogar de Kunimitsu, que parece que é o que você quer, ótimo. Então, o termo que você precisa saber é bom, é muito importante. Aí, ataques e movimentos 3D, né? Porque como é que funciona o 3D, porque que algum pega, outro não, como é que impedir o cara de stepar e tudo mais. E como funciona agarrões. Principalmente você vê Street Fighter, geralmente Street Fighter é mais... É meio que um pouco de adivinhação. Tem umas técnicas pra facilitar você quebrar, mas ainda assim você não reage, né? Você não tem uma reação àquilo e quebra. No Tekken mas você tem comandos diferentes pra quebrar. Então é importante você saber. Então, tem isso também, mas aqui, mecânica que você falou, tipo, por exemplo, é bom você entender como é que o hit funciona. Grab funciona, como eu falei. Assiste lá pra pelo menos pegar os termos também, eu não sei se acho que você não sabe os termos, né? Não sei. Mas assim, essa playlist tem várias coisas, tipo low parry é muito importante, a frame data no Tekken e tal, só você deve saber frame data e tal, mas assim, porque o frame não vai influenciar muito no combo, mas é punição, beleza e tal. Aí talvez o frame data, já que você já joga bastante tempo Street Fighter, talvez já manje mais. Combo, legal também. E basicamente. Mas assim, backdash. Então, mas no Tekken o grab é de boa até. Ah, eu sinto, cara. Porque ele é reagível, né? Demora um pouquinho pra você acostumar a quebrar, mas assim, dá pra você quebrar quase 100% dos throws. Tipo, se você acostumar a treinar, você consegue quebrar muito. É quase impossível você tomar throw às vezes. Se não tiver lagado nem nada assim, né? Ah, então throw é inútil? Não, não é inútil, né? Porque tem várias variações, né? Tipo, throw às vezes troca de lado, mesmo quebrando. Então você pode sair da parede, por exemplo, e tal. Você pode acertar o throw em armadura e tudo mais, que aí realmente não tem como quebrar. Throw em counter hit é mais difícil de quebrar também, então você pode acabar dando o grab bem na hora que o cara atacou, então fica em counter hit. Então, porque o Tekken funciona com... não é igual Street Fighter que é fraco, médio, forte, certo? No Tekken, ele é por membros, né? Braço esquerdo, braço direito, perna esquerda, perna direita. Isso até facilita você saber, por exemplo, a gente tá vendo aqui, ó. Tá vendo? O Jin acertou um low ali. Então, ele fez com o braço direito. Então, é alguma coisa tipo down forward, down back, down. 2. É 2, ó, esse golpe. É 2, porque ele fez com o braço direito. Então, fica mais fácil você, pelo menos, visualizar as coisas. Tipo, então, quando você tá vendo assim, você tá... Pô, eu vou jogar de Kunimitsu. Vou ver umas lutas da Kunimitsu aqui. Nossa, o cara fez um golpe que eu não conheço, velho. Que golpe que é esse? Aí o cara fez tipo assim. Provavelmente é 2-1. Sim, exatamente, Léo. E aí, Gico? Mano, não reparei não, mano. Que eu vou dar uma reparada depois, né? Aí parece um castelo. Igrejas são castelos, né? Igrejas católicas. Então, eu não reparei. Vou ver. Vou dar uma olhada quando mudar a câmera. Ela é uma boa personagem? Peguei porque achei estilosa, mas meu medo é pegar pra jogar com a Manu. Não, assim, no Tekken eu acho que você não precisa ter esse medo, porque não tem um personagem que é tipo péssimo assim. Que tipo você vai ficar se matando pra jogar lá e vai perder a maioria assim por causa do personagem. Nem o Devil Jin, que é o pior char do jogo. É que eu tô fazendo assim. Tô balançando. Deixa eu fazer. Aí, fiquei o tamanho do Samael agora. Vou parar então. Pô, o cara não quer que fique confortável aqui, né? Deixa eu ver aqui. Parece um pouco, hein, mano. Caramba, que lugar legal, velho. Não tinha reparado. É a palavra do Tekken, mano. Caramba, a Twitch tá me trollando, velho. Tem 4 pessoas, mas o bagulho tá dizendo que não tem ninguém.
One thing that made me laugh so much with Saint there was that he got hit like 3 or 4 times, and every single time he tried to press with Jack. He tried to down jump, he tried to standing too, he just kept getting hit over and over and over again.
But I believe
Mas assim, Kunimichi é um char bem bom também. Você acabou de chegar também, então... Não sei qual bom ela é, mas ela é bem boa. Não é ruim, não. Não corre risco de ser ruim.
I think there's this tweet and someone kind of brought it up recently where Mr. Naps was talking about the art of like disrespecting, right?
Frames like that, it's very important.
It's like, I think one of the best plays that actually I see doing is actually NOBI, where he's just so good at just swinging the momentum back, like using like defensive options.
Mais uma dúvida, nesse jogo é melhor hitbox ou arcade? Eu tenho os dois aí, queria começar. Cara, assim, se você joga no hitbox, o hitbox é melhor. Hitbox é o melhor controle pra qualquer jogo, na real, eu acho. Acho que até Mortal Kombat. Mas é por você ter muita coisa que você reage, principalmente com lows, né? E a questão de execução também é mais fácil no hitbox. Então, você vai defender lows melhores no hitbox e tal, porque é mais fácil. Você já sabe, né? Você já tá com o dedo no botão aqui, por exemplo, você tá se mexendo aqui, mas você já tá aqui. O cara vai dar um low que uma coisa que é tipo 20, 22 frames que é reagível, é muito mais fácil reagir apertando o botão que você já tá com o dedo em cima do que, sei lá, com manche, né? Então, o hitbox é muito melhor. Fiz um vídeo sobre isso, inclusive. Hitbox é o melhor controle pra jogar qualquer bosta, mano. Até jogar FIFA deve ser, hitbox deve ser melhor. Tô zoando, não deve ser não. FIFA deve ser realmente uma coisa que deve ser melhor jogar no controle. Tekken sem barra azul é neutro, só praticar o neutro. Infelizmente abaixar assim em sequência aqui não tem fim, depende de você parar. Como é o LoL ali.
One good mid, one good low. That's all I need. And don't tell me like maximum damage combos. I don't want to hear that. I just want bread and butter, easy combo. Don't want to mess it up.
I can't tell you about 15 frame electrics either, yeah?
Yeah. No.
Voltamos. Não entendi o que você falou, Rank 1, Antônio.
Alright, next game.
Yeah, you got
Olha o Lars aí, ó. Afrorudo.
Both these guys have afros actually.
Two French guys here.
That's going to be round in quick succession. They're Lars, man. Lars is a character I feel kind of a little bit slept on. I think he's been toned down a bit, but I still feel he's definitely very, very valuable. I was actually looking into Lars a little bit
Nice.
the other day, and
Nice arc blast.
Combo options, very good. You're gonna see it right here when he gets to the wall. Look at the damage. Okay, look at the damage. Look at the number go up. Look at the number. Oh, that just spikes up. Telling that wall combo is.
Oh my God! Look at the pressure. Look at the.
Ooh, now one of the things that's kind of.
Agora que o pessoal começou a aparecer, você vai ficar caindo.
Not as strong when you see
The aggression and it's working, Bubsy. Afro Rod with a 3 rounds straight. They're very confident, not changing his game. Wants his opponent to adapt to his game style, and it's up to him to do that.
I mean, that's one of the, I think, strengths of Lars. Like the way he's kind of playing, just kind of like being very fluid, going through the different kind of stances, and like you said, even on Okazemi, he's like going for the Den 3 kind of.
Den 3, yeah.
So you can't even step on, wake up in the Den.
That's all that power pressure.
He's just kind of re-rolling the situation, be like, okay, cool. And it starts with the John jab, kind of just tells me that, you know, he's just trying to alleviate some of that pressure that he's been facing. He's getting a little bit more up.
Oh, just goes for that.
Cara, mas o Drive Impact não ia te salvar. Se você não pode dar Power Crush, você não poderia dar Drive Impact. Drive Impact não é instantâneo.
Didn't punish that low. Maybe means he can go for even more riskier lows.
I wouldn't even say maybe just wasn't ready in that kind of instance.
It'll be good to test it out now, though. It's definitely knowledge for him to. It's definitely good for him to acknowledge that in the game.
I'm gonna go to the wall again. It'll be a bit of a scaling, but still it's gonna be huge damage. Oh. You're gonna get up. Could have got up. I said, but goes 2-1 and goes for the 1 out of limited entry. Goes for the low.
That's what I like. The aggression there, just pressing those buttons with Lars. Lars is a character that you can do this.
Yeah, he's definitely got that aggressive, lovely counter hit down back 2. The thing I love with Lars is like when you set up the Okazemi into limited entry. I love that kind of stuff. He's gonna go for the damage here.
Meu Deus do céu, por que isso é na tropão, mano?
Okay, gonna take him off the wall. What's the end gonna be? 4-4-2. Okay, ooh, this is wall to wall. Look at this damage spike right there. Last hit, running free pressure, down back 1.
Oh, this is, you know,
I think we call this one a mauling.
Cavalo.
EU Lars, and wanted to see more of that. Anna has really good tools to mix your opponent up with those 50-50s.
Yeah, but he just seems to be making a bit too many errors there. It's probably nerves.
Bom, é isso aí, pessoal. Inclusive, você tá vendo essa live aí, se inscreve no canal pra mais conteúdo de jogos de luta aí no YouTube, mano. Tá com quase 6 mil inscritos, mano. Literalmente quase. Falta tipo 3.
Nice block. This is a bad situation. Down jab.
Uses the power crush, he gets 1 round on the board. That's what he needed just to gain
Por exemplo,
momentum.
sexta-feira, ontem, não só a gente tivesse a nossa live jogando de Victor e
It's funny, you start feeling yourself, you're like,
tentando
hey,
zerar
I
a
can
of
do
P, né?
this.
Porque apareceu um boss do nada ali pra matar. Mas a gente teve um vídeo de eu pegando diamante depois de um mês jogando Street Fighter 6 com arcade stick. Aprendendo Street Fighter e arcade ao mesmo tempo, mano. Que alegria.
No chill whatsoever. Afro Rud manages to take it there. And he's probably discussing some stuff now. You know what? I really like this. After the game,
Pior que eu não sei quem que é o Afro Rudo.
During the game, I'm not a big fan of talking in between sets. But this, being able to, just ask your opponent,
Ó, o cara tem o arcade do beat do.
what did I do wrong? And then for your opponent to be like, yeah, you just need to do this in this situation. It's really cool to see.
I mean,
it's sportsmanship from both players.
If I was to say what you could have done, it's hard.
It was probably one situation there. I think he was saying he was like this situation here.
I mean,
something he could have done. So.
That's one of the ones you have to go back to the drawing board. I'm just being real. You have to go back. That's not like a one sentence.
No, definitely. But he probably gave him some little advice on something that might help. He still has a losers bracket run to go to, so everything to play for.
Oremos.
What do you think of Lars? What do you think of Lars as a character?
I think Lars is at the moment definitely one of the stronger characters. He had a lot of changes done to him, but still has very.
One of those things that I kind of really did pick up against Tekken is like the whole on block mix up, because from coming back from an old school kind of like background, in my head, on block mix ups just don't really tend to compute with me. I'm just like, if you do something on block, it should be my turn, but there's like so many options after them three. I think he's like +5 and he's got the 1, which I don't believe he can step, and then he's got other options. But the changes, I think he got a couple of changes where he can go.
Caramba, tá foda, velho, tá foda. Mas ó, eu acho que é numa igreja, é na Capela Sistina aqui, ó. Mano, olha que lugar louco, velho. Olha isso. Olha onde tá, ó, Chico, se liga. Cadê? Os caras postaram no Twitter aqui, ó. 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 Caramba, mano, esse é o campeonato mais chique que eu já vi.
He's still good. I think he's still good.
I don't think now he vacuums you in like as much as he did.
You don't really see that many last players.
Yeah.
You don't see that many last players. I think now we've got a Jan Kazama versus Treyish. Treyish? I'm really bad at pronouncing words. Treyish.
So many different players now as well. All the
Jan Kazama. Is it going to be one of those like mind mess ups where he's not going to play a Kazama player? No, he's Jin Kazama.
play Jin Kazama. Oh, versus the Xiao Yu.
This is what happened to your Xiao Yu up?
I'm still playing Xiao Yu. It's really strong. I just feel like it takes a lot of effort to use the character. I know AOP is a great tool, but knowing when to use the AOP, and if your opponent just limits their moveset to moves that hit the AOP, then it becomes really difficult.
I think it's just
like moves that hit very low like that.
Yeah.
You can't just spam AOP from range through. It just won't.
4-2 heat smash. I remember back in the day when I used to wall split as well. Ugh.
Yep, good day.
Times have changed.
So with Ling, I've always told people the way to play against Ling is Ling really wants you to approach in order for her to use her tools. So if you approach too much, she's going to definitely AOP and crush your moves. But right now, Jan Kazama is approaching super well with really good moves. And that's why this is happening here.
Yeah. You know what, funny enough, that's
There you go, again as well. That's why Trish hasn't got any opportunity to do any of the Link stuff.
Jan Kazama, o nome do cara. Pô, OBS, você vai parar de cair, mano? Eu não sei o que eu faço, na real, eu não sei. Se alguém souber como resolver isso, porque não é a internet, eu sinceramente, do nada começou a fazer isso, eu não sei o que fazer.
I feel like just to frustrate them mentally, but 4-4-2 another heat engager went underneath the throw.
Oh, the beautiful sidestep for us. What's the combo like? That is a really stylish combo as well.
Okay, gonna get to the wall. Yeah, just shy of the wall.
Get the guaranteed damage afterwards, and then more of a mix-up. Nice way to get out all 3 hits. Counter hit 4 into the guaranteed damage afterwards.
I wonder. I don't know what that the third hit of that Jing string is. I wonder if it's like a plus on hit, because he didn't take his frame advantage. They're probably scared of something, but he definitely needed to. We go back 1+2.
Back 1+2 is such a strong move. I was told by Xiaoyu specialist to use that as a poke Like, because it's so good, it has great homing properties, and at range 0, if I want to just throw it out, at least try to.
He's going to opt to go for heat here. No, drops a combo. Maybe that's a setup. I know you told me you got the link scrolls. Was that a setup?
Who knows, man?
I thought you was a link player, bro.
Oh, that was a setup.
Very nice while standing 4-4. A little bit of a delay there. Uses the power crush in a great situation there, down 2.
Nossa, mano, ela dá OP num golpe desse aqui, ela faz assim, é foda, né?
I'm just saying, that was like a rising from the ground while standing 1. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Ó, de novo, mano.
Nossa,
ele quase deve pegar. Sabe, Shalom?
Remember, 9 seconds gone. Heat gone.
Oh, he's spinning away.
Okay, he's going to lose his heat as well while standing 3.
Nice.
Oh, what a huge block and what a good punish as well.
Ih, acho que o cara fez o combo errado, mano. Tirou da parede.
2-1, that's going to get punished. No, that is 10 frames.
Oh, this is so close. Oh, beautiful sidestep there and a very good.
Deu mole.
The crowd enjoys that.
Mano, como é que esses caras jogam de óculos de sol, mano? Já tentei, é horrível, mano.
Good question, I didn't see his name, but...
Yeah, shout out to Seth back.
Yeah, big shout.
That's the one guy I haven't seen in probably in a long while.
One of the legends of the scene. Multiple wins under his belt, multiple top 8s, second World Tour events in the past. I think I don't know if he's competing today.
We'll find out
for sure, yeah.
I'm just trying to wonder in that match, what could he do with Jin? What moves would be good? Because it seemed like there were situations, a lot of the time it's kind of like flow trying into, especially the while standing 1, and he's like the sidestep AOP was making that whiff. So it's like, I'm trying to think, what from Jin in that kind of situation?
Nossa, é muito bonito, você viu? Eu postei no Twitter. Deu um RT, se liga, Shalan. Não sei se você viu. Mano, um lugar muito foda, velho.
Say like if you don't know the answer,
Cadê aqui?
you don't have time to go research it. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to be like, you know what, okay, I'm just gonna play a little bit more safe here. I'm trying to think, maybe the full crouch sweep, but that's just very risky.
Very risky.
Olha o saco.
Sidestep 4 again.
Vou mandar no WhatsApp.
Seems to be a very specialist link player as well. Some of these combos are really optimized. Oh, goes for the big low.
That was a bit cheeky there. I tried to get him on Okazemi on reset. We're going to go to the wall. No, he's going to opt to go spike down. Back 2-1.
Mandar no grupo dos King lá.
And the hell sweep.
I'm going to be the one to say it. I believe that is seeable. I'm not always going to react to it, but it's definitely seeable. He's backing up now.
Again, just one in that space. Oh, could have got a whiff punish there. Unlucky.
Could have let it rip. Again, down 2-2. Probably needs to look at the options, but it doesn't matter. While standing 2.
Ué, você não tá no grupo. Ué, você saiu do grupo, mano?
Nice and simple. He was going to go for the ground spike anyway. But yeah, I think the tale of this match is actually finding what tools Jin has to hit.
Você tava lá?
Oh, that was a really good sidestep into launcher.
Okay, what's the combo going to be?
Aqui já sei, mano. Caramba, tô bugado aqui, mano.
What are you going to do with your heat now?
How many times AOP down there?
That was a big whiff.
Pronto, aqui você
You
tá.
don't see that often. Really nice. Oh, wanted him to get up there for the unblockable setup. Going for all the lows here. Jan Kazama, power crush. Both these players are balling here. Nice throw break.
Mandei.
All the moves coming out, Bubsy.
No, gonna get the punish. I like that being a little bit patient. No, he had the heat, and the heat smash was probably coming all in the back, guaranteed. Back 2-1. Lovely.
Tinha feito 1, 2, 3, matava ali já.
Yeah, that low power is really good, and you can see there the crowd supporting their boy there.
Just like that, what did Sefi say to him? It's just kind of working. Okay, down to big counter hit, crouch dash 1. I love the aggression here, just being using the power crush now, just really mauling his opponent.
Yeah, and using that a lot more here. He's understood that it's working. That's 2 for 2.
Não sei onde é que é aquilo não, tipo, parece Capela Sistina, né? Tem uma igreja que nem o Rico falou.
Doing a lot of damage as well.
Activates heat, and is that gonna be the round?
Yeah,
Yes,
gets the
it
heat
is.
gauge afterwards. Really strong move.
Okay, 1 round. Goes low this time. Tries to catch him pressing buttons with a counter hit.
Oh, that forward 3 is so good. I was going to say he's going to get the full combo there, but the mix-ups are starting to come up, and it's really dangerous when you go up against a Ling that's starting to mix you up, and that is confident in his play. Down forward 1.
Deve ser um escroto, mano.
Just like he was riding momentum, just like a trash, just taking it back. He needs to be very careful, both on the floor blast as well.
Mano, esse
also
golpe,
the
mano.
AOP, really, this is the tail of the tape. Really need to see what Jin has
Ih, o Animon.
to deal with AOP.
That was such a good setup there. He's got a strong life lead. 15 seconds have passed, and it's already so good. Good step on the power crunch.
But he could have got a lot more there. He needed to get a lot more. Can't leave that huge damage on the table. We're going to go to the wall. At 2-1, a little bit too much wall carry. Goes to the low. Big frame.
Oh!
I was about to call it, Bubsy. I was going to say one of the options there when his back is against the wall. So much pressure.
E aí,
It's gonna be
Beck?
this Rager.
Sim,
It's anyone's game still.
Yes, it's not going to be even. Still gonna, actually, no, maybe even's going to get a little bit.
Executores de Sírio estão patrocinando o torneio na França lá.
Activate it.
Option. Might as well do it. There's no risk whatsoever, and he takes it there. Tryish with the win with the Ling Xiaoyu. Really good option to use that heat at the end. Heat burst and it goes straight.
Pior que tem o torneio na Itália, mas depois.
The heat dash.
I mean, how fast does that move?
It's 14, I want to say 14 or 15 frames.
I think in that situation, he had to respect it because he got hit with the heat burst. You're in hit stun.
Yeah. And then he's using it, yeah.
He's just using the frame advantage right there. And that's one of the things I think it's someone, shout out to Problem X, he kind of told me sometimes you just need to keep things frame tight.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was frame tight, but it looked kind of like a frame tight thing where, you know, you just have to respect it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played, but I do believe it's 13 frames. So
that's
I do believe it's 13. I
100%,
just remembered now. I used to use it as a 13 frame punish sometimes.
He's got to
So
respect it.
even if it's 13 or 14 or whatever, but he has to respect it after.
But in that instance, it was good, you know, because it's like, he's, you know, he's antsy. He wants to get something going. Maybe he wants
to press the button.
But it's just like sometimes you have to just play back. Tekken, at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. Sometimes you just have to play by the numbers. The numbers are there. You see the numbers. You got to be an accountant, bro. You got to audit them numbers.
É isso aí, pessoal. Obrigado que tá assistindo a live. Tamo junto. Desculpa tá caindo aí. Eu não sei realmente o que aconteceu. Tá acontecendo assim de vez em quando. Tá foda. Vai ter um pauzão aí, parece. Que achou do boss final? E é lá que você é meu favorito. O boss final, você quer dizer? Eu odiei. Sem gimmick o caramba, mano.
Definitely, man. This first block, if there's anything to go by, we're in for a great day. So stick around, guys. We're gonna go for a short break, but when we're back,
Cara, taca laser, velho.
The mix-up.
É esse nome mesmo. Eu quase matei ele ontem, mas tá muito difícil, velho. Como eu não vou ter compromisso hoje, eu vou ver se eu consigo matar. Talvez eu faça a live depois pra tentar matar. Que hora que é o jogo do Brasil aí, quem sabe? Eu vou pegar um negócio pra comer e já volto. Tô com fome. Deve ter pão.
9 horas do jogo. Boa, não dá pra fazer de tarde. Eu acho que esse torneio vai acabar umas 3 hoje. Aí eu dou um tempinho, umas 5 horas eu abro de novo a live pra tentar matar o boss. Eu ia ficar thumb. Aí quando eu falei com meu amigo ontem, mano. O boss é muito sacana. E já... O jogo já trola você pra caramba, né? Até uma metadezinha ali. É de boa as paradas. Você morre umas vezes ali, mas beleza. Você passa relativamente rápido. Depois os bosses não tem segunda fase. É sempre um saco. Mas também depois da trupe do coelho. A primeira vez. Eles são depois ou antes do rei? O rei Puppet, ele é difícil. Mas não é tão difícil assim. Ele é difícil pra caramba. É difícil, mas não é insanamente difícil. É pra gente falar da segunda fase, que acho que é meio que basicamente o bagulho do jogo. Mas aí, beleza. Aí você passa a Laxácia. Ela é difícil, principalmente na segunda fase, que é a maioria dos casos.
Welcome back everyone to the Tekken World Tour live in Lyon, France. I am joined by my good friend.
Que fica muito diferente, né? Ela tá pesadona, ela é rápida pra caramba, mas beleza. Aí tem humanos. Primeira fase, de boa também. Segunda fase ele faz de tudo. Ele taca raio, ele taca coisa, ele taca magia, ele taca vento, ele é louco. Tem a mão de Deus vindo do céu pra fazer um choque no chão. Do nada, tipo, o cara faz a mão de Deus, beleza. A partir desse momento a mão de Deus vem. A cada 5 minutos ela aparece, porque sim, ele enquanto ele tá tentando te matar ali sem ter que fazer nada pra mão de Deus aparecer. Aí beleza, porra. Eu matei o cara, literalmente, com o poder de Deus ali, invocando Deus dos céus pra lutar com ele. Não tem como ficar pior que isso, né? Tem sim. Porque se você presta atenção no que tá acontecendo na história e você descobre que o Gepeto é um vagabundo, o seu prêmio é lutar com um boss mais idiota ainda. Que aí o bicho começa até tranquilo. Eu matei ele de primeira, na primeira fase. Eu cheguei lá, matei de primeira. Falei, mano, tá muito... É óbvio que tinha essa fase. Porque, mano, eu comi o rabo dele. Aí ele simplesmente vira a piroca. Ele já é chato, mas é de boa. Aí do nada ele começa a fazer tudo. A espada dele vira duas. Ele sai girando. Aí o golpe dele vira golpe do Elden Ring lá, que tem aquele golpe de sangue lá, que tem mais range. Só que ele faz isso assim. E gira e ele bate em você e depois ele pula pra trás. Ele vem do nada, tem um golpe que ele vai do nada assim, ó. Esse aí eu peguei até o timing. Agora eu vou ter que jogar de novo, vou ter que pegar de novo. Mas eu tinha pego o timing que ele faz assim. Esse é até bom pra defender, mas mano, é muito rápido. Ele tá dando assim, tipo, você tá com a vida cheia, eu tô com a vida grande assim, ó. Desse tamanho a minha vida. Ele te acerta o negócio e minha vida faz assim, ó. Você fica defendendo, sua arma vira poeira.
So it's going to be interesting to see if we're just going to see the stick to the Victor or if he's going to pull anything else out. And on the other side, running, playing the Leroy. A character we don't see a huge lot. And, I think kind of flies under the radar a little bit, but is very, very strong still.
Yeah, he is definitely a strong character as well. And
Claro,
always remember the Kane needs to be careful because sometimes it comes out and you're like, wait a second, I didn't even remember that existed. So always be very vigilant of when Leroy, because he has got that tool to utilize.
Yeah. And you got to be careful around obviously the parry opportunity as well, and it's a strong parry, so you can deal with a lot more.
O Ed é ruim? O Ed é low tier?
Oh, already getting, trying to get the flashbang, didn't get a counter here off of it. Starting the pressure already. Hopper's definitely going to be looking for the stance mix as much as possible.
We were talking about this before. Victor as a character, very difficult to deal against, especially when going into those stances. I played a bit of Victor in ranked, and it was a crazy experience seeing how easy it was to get into those.
Oh, Frenchman. Ah, levantou, mano.
Yeah, especially that EI stance is very, very scary. But Perfume also, especially since Inception, nice up portal one to get a wall drop. I don't think this is enough to kill, but he's gonna go for Oki most likely.
Oh, combo there. Oh, gets the launcher there.
Big trade. Oh, I like the decision actually, because you're not going to get that much damage. You're probably going to get a sidewall for it. So getting as much damage as possible and recovering some health and also wiping with the grey health is actually pretty decent.
So many benefits from doing that. Could have messed up the combo by going for something else there. Goes straight for the rage out, recovers a bit of health. You mentioned all of the positives there. It doesn't matter how many positives you get though. If you get low parried like that and get rage shot.
Yeah, it's a classic rounding string, right? Like there's no mix for it. It is always going to be a low. So you got to be mindful of it, and just Hopper was ready for it. And it's like a classic, that would be a kind of thing Rukang would do, you know, on Bob. Like, Bob's round ending strings are something you always have to look out for. Things like that, or like 1-3 on a lot of characters, but nice outcast arrow landing. Big counter here launch.
Remember Bob's one down 4 and endless strings.
We're going to have to deal with that soon enough.
You know what, I hope Bob comes back with all those great tools, man.
Nice, gets the wall for that. Spike down as well, big chunk of damage as well. Ronin dominating this round.
E aí, Fernandes, bom dia.
Really good. Is that going to be the round with the right combo?
Eu vi. No Tekken tá até que tá aqui normal. Mas o TWT baixou bastante mesmo. Assim, é que estão comparando a Evo com a Evo ano passado, mas tem um monte de coisa que muda também, né? O jogo às vezes vai mudando também, né? Não é um ano basicamente de mudanças, né? Season e tal. Mas realmente não é a maior parte do problema, é isso, mas realmente só de ir lá já é muito caro, né? Já tem muita gente que não consegue ir também por causa de visto. É muito caro lá. A entrada pro evento é cara. Aí você imagina, você tem que ir para Las Vegas já, também é caro. Até para americano é caro. E estadia lá é caro pra caralho. E agora, tipo, é o que eu já falei, né? Agora também tendo Evo em tudo quanto é lugar. As outras Evos são mais baratas. E todo mundo fala, ah, você é campeão da Evo, campeão da Evo daquela é a mesma coisa. Então por que eu vou lá na Evo Las Vegas? Se na Evo França, que é bem mais barato, é a mesma coisa. Ano que vem ainda vai ter aqui em São Paulo, acho, sei lá, vai ter no Brasil.
Big chunk of damage, keeping the pressure going.
Oh, he's baiting that out so much, so good.
Keeps the pressure going.
Os caras vão ter que fazer com a Evo Las Vegas ser tipo, é a Super Evo.
Oh, he's gonna get that awkward.
The real Evo.
Manages to get something from it as well. What's that mix up like from this? Gonna use his heat dash. Just delaying his timing a lot here.
Tem que abaixar o preço da inscrição, pelo menos.
Oh, ended up ducking. Oh, no. Hopper looking for something ahead now. Keeping the pressure going to the lows, 9 seconds. Won't be needing any more time. Just going low 3 times in a row.
Mas isso não é qualquer char, tipo. Se tipo, não, se for um bot, o Kazuya ganha. Se ele defende tudo e pune tudo.
DFP, Doug from Paris, stepping up to the plate to give some coaching.
Give some advice. So this is winners quarter-final action as well. The winner of this will be playing Al in the winners semi-finals of the group. Looks like Tibetano's already made it through as well. Kibi, Omega, they'll be playing next. Imagine that's just updates from one group.
Yeah, this is just one wave of players as well, so it's going to be crazy how many ever notable players we're going to see today. I was going through the bracket earlier and taking notes, and there's so many strong players. I think especially once we start reaching that closer and closer to the top 64 phase, it's going to become an absolute bloodbath, much like the mix-up last year.
Yeah, and it's always good to see, I think, for the fans at home, the viewers, everyone spectating, ourselves as well here on the commentary desk. It's really good to see when it gets to I'm not even going to say like top 16 anyway. It's like top 64 areas where you're going to have an incredible game. Just
que louco, né, mano? Eu é top tier também, então se eu jogar certinho é certo e o cara não defender meu real sweep, é o melhor char do jogo. Se eu ver o futuro,
it definitely helps for that rising level of the game.
You love to see it though, right? Us two as fans of Tekken, you love to see so many strong. There used to be a time where maybe you'd get one or two international players at one of these events, for example. But now you've got so many.
Nice punish from Hopper already getting started. Again, the timing delay. I think Ronan needs to be very careful when he's parrying. A lot of things he's doing on immediate timing, and Hopper's taking advantage of it right now.
Okay, used a single jab and beautiful low parry. Again, he's been having so much success.
Yeah, he's very well prepared for the Leroy. Nice, getting the
Nossa!
Whoa, that was kind of
not quite enough to kill. Nice, good.
Bombaço.
Really in charge of his matchup right now.
Yeah, full of confidence. Ronan needs to do something.
Vai jogar bem, mano.
Movement as well, really good. Could have got a lot more there.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready for the.
Eu gostei de jogar de Victor ontem.
Activate for Ronan. 1000 punches.
Depois de um tempo eu acostumei, eu achei divertido fazer os combos dele.
Feel like you should take advantage of the situation. Back against the wall, you have heat. There's no reason for you to back away, and Ronin takes it.
Dealing out a power crush in the process, but I think the interesting thing to notice is that every time Ronin wins a round, it's the round where he's just running his offense, where he's dominating it.
Exactly.
So it's both of these players maybe right now are trying to start the offense up and start trying to run down the opponent, because that's easily what helps them win. That's our win condition, you know. Neither of them wants to play slow.
Yeah, that's why Hopper's pressing buttons again.
Nice, I like the cancel. But see, Hopper's pressing buttons, but he's finding the right moment, and that was really well. Like, again, the timing delays, the cancel out of stance as well.
Pouco mais meu tipo de char.
Really well, which is really funny because when I first saw Hopper playing Season 1, he was doing none of these things. So you can really see the player.
Por nenhum motivo aparente.
You see that using movement as well, trying to dash forward.
Nice.
Using movement as well, though, Ronin.
Yeah, dealt with the running too really well with the mix. Now again, keeping the pressure.
Nossa, esse daí foi foda, mano. Cada top tier, se o cara jogar punir tudo com PWGF, ele é bom. É, não tem como ganhar. Caralho, essa daí foi foda. Então qualquer mexiva, né?
Oh my god, look at the mix-up. Stuff is scary, goes for another dangerous low. He's gonna go for a third one, goes for the mid option instead.
Nice, letting it rip his time in the cane. And this, I assume, would be enough, especially with the scaling. Ronin staying alive for one more round.
Something interesting you pointed out there, Punlife, is and something for people at home to take note as well of, is that both of them, when they run their offense, it usually works in their favor. And it seems like Ronin has understood that now. He knows when he starts playing and being offensive, Hopper feels a bit uncomfortable.
I mean, it's the classic mantra, right? If you're not able to defend against the opponent, you have to make sure that they aren't able to make you defend against them. You have to run him down. And again, Hopper's now trying to finish it.
Running him down
once again.
It's a gameplay.
Oh, and the heat smash. If that wasn't enough to kill, he still had the explosive wall. The wall blast afterwards would be enough to seal the deal. So Hopper, absolutely dominant performance at the end there.
Yeah, he had to run his offense, and it worked at the end. Just mix up after mix up. You could see how Ronin was feeling after that, because it really is difficult to defend against Victor when he is going at you at 100 miles per hour and using all those mix-ups, especially the up forward one into cancel. You want to sometimes challenge, maybe not challenge, but if you don't challenge, what happens? just get mixed for free.
It's a tough one. I think the defense against the character has become a lot harder. So even with Hopper himself, Hopper
É isso aí,
season 1
pessoal.
was
The Mix Up na França. Hoje é mais dia mais devagar,
Okay.
né? Até pelo menos chegar 1 da tarde, que começa o top 64. Mas tem os Killer, tem os Sharks. Tubarões aí no torneio de hoje, hein, rapaziada.
And I was like, I'm not
Que
losing as
de usual
Hopper guy.
suspects.
The only guy we're losing is Hopper guy. Season 2 came and the character changed a lot, and I think the way Hopper adapted to those changes and the way he makes the most of them is actually really good. Like, I don't know how I approach that character as well now because he's a bit more complex. And
He changed a bit, yeah.
he was a lot more dry in Season 1. And to be fair, I liked it. I played Victor on the side myself, which is how I knew how to counter him in Season
Now
1.
he's more 50-50 based on his...
Yeah, there's a lot more stance mix-up, there's a lot more to consider, his entries are a lot better, I think his pressure's a lot better, like, forward 1+2 is really good, the scabbard move as well.
Not a bad character, though.
Excellent. So there's a lot of
Não é um
things that you have
personagem
to
zoado
think
de
about.
jogar assim de vez em quando.
In the past,
Prefiro jogar de
obviously
Victor
you
que
had
de
power
Paul.
crashes that would restore heat, power crash heat engages would restore a bunch of your heat. Which versus Victor was actually really good because if Victor wanted to do the big power spike against you, you could power crash through on wake up and recover most of your health. So this was actually a really potent way of dealing with for some characters. That's gone. So you can still power crash, but now you're losing like 30 health, 40 health or something. And sure, you buy yourself some time, but it's a much harder thing to justify nowadays. But the game evolves, the game changes.
Game changes,
Things
yeah,
like the heat regen changing, etc. So
saying the same thing. The game is always changing, and we've got to a state where the game is just. I feel like it's so good. I can play this game for hours now and just over and over and over again. Especially when I'm playing someone like Kazuya, it's just so fun. Remember there was a point as well where we were playing. It was Claudio versus Kazuya, and we were just
Brighton, yeah.
Brighton, we were just going back and forth. We were just like, this is so much fun, and just the game in general is in a good place. And
Yeah.
the thing is, it's only gonna keep getting better and better. That's the sick thing. This is probably not even the final.
E o
version.
negócio da tier list que eu achei engraçado que apareceu pra mim a thumb, né?
yeah, it's been
Que é
very
minha tier
interesting
list,
to see
mas
the
é
changes
feat o
and how people
Lima.
adapt. Obviously,
Mas
it
então não é
takes
sua, é
time,
de
though.
vocês,
So
né?
people kind of
O cara não comentou, só ficou falando, eu acho legal. Sei lá, na minha opinião.
We're going to see the opposite of that now because DFP really playing the kind of old school style of Tekken most of the time, just playing very slow, playing for the right moment, not really relying on he as much, and not really relying on the stance mix on Steve either, outside of the old Flicker and Pap.
Yeah, this is gonna be and going up against Skug Sama. Actually, Tibetano's student.
Só tava lá vendo.
And improved so much. I remember
Olha o
playing him
DFP aí, ó.
last year, and he wasn't as easy as now. But with so much training, he's been grinding the game.
Legal, dois ali.
Place for him to
Entrar na
showcase,
stance, talvez.
his skill and his ability.
O Soi!
Yeah, and Lee versus Steve is an interesting match as well. Lee has some tools now that are very potent. But speaking of very potent, beautiful use of the weave as well. Nice conversion.
Ah,
Doesn't
não.
quite get the wall. With that
Deu
bar,
mole
it
ali o
could be
Doug,
so
mano.
good for Doug, but not quite getting. It doesn't matter. Down forward 1 checks.
Bateu
Still, you have
demais.
to be very careful. Things like down 3, forward 4 can be very scary. Any high crashing move, especially high crashing.
Pessoal que tá no YouTube, deixa o like, please.
Because you're relying on a lot of highs, back one jabs, etc.
Lembrando, pessoal, exclamação Amazon. Se você comprar coisa na Amazon, qualquer coisa, usa o meu link aí.
On the front foot here.
Nice.
Just like that, DFB just steals a life lead.
Eu comprei o arcade lá, inclusive, ó. Ficou bonitinho.
Running pressure as well. Nice. Doug moving in from the wall. Nicely done. Great slide forward 3. Good let's see the conversion actually. And enough to kill. This is the thing you have to always be very careful. Obviously, sidewalls can save lives, but Skog playing it really, really well. Not overcommitting, going for the instant tornado as well. Making the most of that situation. Nice.
Very nice, yeah. And Tibetano, I can see him there at the front as well. He's watching his, his student tentatively, and just supporting every single hit that he's doing.
Nice punish from Doug as well, ready for it. Constantly mixing up as well, using the extended Doug. Skog staying fairly patient here.
Yeah, I was about to say as well, the patience from Skug Sama.
Nice.
Yeah, good stuff. He sidestepped that. He manages to get a big combo here. This can be
Belo
huge
step.
damage.
Yeah, big Ghastly Storm getting a chunk of damage off of it. Should be able to carry to the wall.
Qual a próxima char que eu tenho que jogar mesmo? É Asuka, né? Nossa, que
Keeps
triste,
it
né,
in
mano?
play as well. The balcony is still active.
A Brian, menos mal.
Didn't even need the
Acho que é a
the blue
próxima.
spark in here obviously is unnecessary. You can just burn the heat for it. So making the most of that situation. Skog pulling ahead now.
We have the flashing lights here as well when he won that. The FP, what are you going to do? Trying to catch him moving.
Nice.
Inclusive, pessoal, tá valendo a votação ainda pro próximo char de tutorial, hein? Vou esperar chegar pelo menos o tutorial até 300 views aqui, ó. A Asuka tá ganhando, tá 3 votos, mas tem Asuka, Reina. Você pode votar no chat que você quiser. E chamou seus amigos para votar também. Mas ó, tem a Asuka tá com 3 votos, a Reina com 2. Ana, Horeng, Lydia, Zafina com 1. Jin com 2 também. Lee, Fak com 1. Tem Hash 2, Steve 1, Brian 1, Kunimitsu 1 e Ed 1 agora. O último comentário dessa semana, o Ed.
Still has. Oh, what a whiff punish as well. I think almost waited low too long, but confirmed it visually. And Doug equalizing right now. 2 rounds apiece.
Yeah, Skooksama was playing so well, but Doug from Paris, so experienced. He's been around for a long time. He's going to pick up
Nossa,
on that.
engoli errado, mano.
Gets the right combo. He's going to have good wall pressure as well. You don't want your back against the wall against Lee.
Brian de Arcade vai ser insano. Eu tava conseguindo fazer o combo dele esses dias. Então acho que combo eu consigo fazer.
Big chunk of damage. Skooksama pulling ahead. Doug still has here.
Nossa, eu nunca vi ninguém terminar assim com esse voador, é legal. Bela defesa. Nossa.
Into the keep out down forward too. Nicely done. Should
That's going to
be
be as well, and the crowd goes wild. You can see it there. They're so happy for their boy Spanish Vamos in the crowd as well. You can hear that.
É, o cara tá em casa, né, basicamente, né? Nossa, olha esse venue, que louco, mano. Você é louco, velho. Mano, onde é isso, mano?
Even kind of going for the Lionheart one as well and
Yeah,
bigger
velho.
ranges. So it's interesting. I think he's playing really slow, maybe a little bit too slow at times.
Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. I've been practicing my Spanish with the Tekken BCN guys. Some of the guys from Barcelona. Big love to them.
De la
They're a
Bourse.
great scene over there. They're doing a lot of work. And you can see Skooksama as well. Just 1 year. What the difference?
Palais de la Bourse de Lyon. Palácio, né? Deve ser em
Nice, Nova trying to
francês.
get something. Nova committing on the Gatling. The first 3 hits is safe.
Palais de la Bourse de Lyon.
Nice, looking for the Swindler.
Local histórico.
And like, you know, Doug trying to rotate his options as well. If you're getting ready for the back one, Swindler will catch you out and you can get a big counter off of it.
God, this match is so tense. Fun life.
Yeah, Doug
Like,
playing
what
so
is
slow.
this?
Back one, backs out.
Both of them really slow right now. I think Skooksama's learned his lesson not to do slide from that range there, because Doug from Paris is always looking for it here.
Yeah, but you gotta keep in mind that he's also not getting a big punish against it, so you can kind of do it. Like, if you're only gonna get Wild Man, then it's fine. It's not costing you that much. But right now, time's slowly running out. Skooksama ahead. Doug's got to do something here.
5 seconds remaining. Fun life. Anyone's
Might
game.
win on chip potentially.
Palácio do Comércio, edifício de bairro de Les Conselheiros.
The final down three, stealing it, and Doug played it so as well. The heat smash was such a good way
Achei
to burn
aqui.
the time and also get enough chip damage.
Daqui a pouco a gente lê, essa luta tá
There we go,
boa.
Lionheart 2 getting a mix, just unnatural.
That was crazy. 14% to 12% there. Just small percentages are the difference here.
Oh,
Nice. And again, got a guess. Straight to another mix into the heat smash as well. Disgusting sequence from Doug from Paris there. He could have went for damage, he could have went for something else, but using back 1-2 straight to Lionheart.
Gets the heat engager. Oh,
Nice call out.
That's really good. And good launcher as well. Doug from Paris letting him know, don't take so much risk, otherwise you're going to lose
Yeah.
a load of damage.
Yeah, and it's on Steve. You got to make sure you take those opportunities as well, because you're not getting many launch opportunities as a Steve player, so you got to make every single one count. Nice, 2-1 again, looking for something. Oh, try to whiff punish, I think.
Fun life.
He pressed the button, he got counter hit into it. The hitbox expansion, you know? We've all been there.
Yeah, many times.
Oh, big up two! To be fair, we saw him ripping that out as well at ETC4 a few months ago.
He had so much success with it, and Doug from Paris.
Yeah, up forward 1, spike down to running 2, changing up his Oki, keeping things very, very interesting right now. Oh, just raw forward 4.
Skooksama vai mandar o DFP pra loser, mano.
Definitely when he gets your opponent
DFP,
back against the wall.
FDP.
Can't really do that here. He just has to play a bunch of neutral. Nice duck there. Nice wall standing punish.
Ele é muito forte, mano.
Oh, keeping the pressure going infinite.
Infinite kicks.
Potential final.
Aí cai.
One.
Send him to sleep. Nice combo as well. Nothing crazy. Oh, goes past. Tried to go straight to a full crouch launch, but not working out. Skooksama getting a bunch of damage of this.
So hype. This is why I love Tekken.
Not dead just yet. Doug's got to look for something. 20 seconds to go.
Parece que voltou já.
Looking for that
Fica
mark to keep
de
us.
pé.
Skooksama can play this slow. He's got the health advantage right now, and Steve doesn't really have tools to open up.
Oh my god, this is so tense. 15 seconds remaining. Doug from Paris needs to do something. What's he going to do? Pun life though. 10 seconds remaining.
Run out of time. He's looking for something. Skooksama play this safe. There's nothing he can do, but still calls out the guard break at the end. And moving forward on winner's side, Doug going to losers.
Thedennerdon student there. Very good stuff.
Calma, pessoal, pulsa ainda, não precisa ser comemorado desse jeito assim, com bandeira, tudo, calma.
Para toda la gente en España, te quiero mucho and congratulaciones a Skug.
Ó, vamos ver aqui. A Câmara de Comércio Industrial de Lyon é delimitada. Foi concedida a construção do Palácio do Comércio, abrigaria um museu de. Ah, tem um Museu da Arte e Indústria. Lojas e companhias. Caramba, tem um museu lá, velho. Por isso que é tão chique. Sala de la Corbeille. Caramba, mano, que lugar da hora, velho. Tá tendo torneio de Tekken 3, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection e Tekken Tag 2 lá também. Tekken 6 e Tekken 7 também. Cadê o
Tekken can be played in many different ways, but that was very beautiful to watch, and I'm really happy for.
Cadê a bracket, mano?
Yeah, played it really well.
A player that was learning from Tibetano, and he's showcasing now on the big stage.
Yeah, when are you picking up a pupil? Where's Rukang's student?
Where's Punlife student?
I have students actually.
Oh, nice.
How
many students have you got?
Like one. But it's like, it's not like, there's no like official.
A couple of players though.
Okay, I sponsored a couple of players, yeah, but I don't teach them. They're better than me than I am, except Chewit. That guy's free. Love you, Chewit.
He's probably watching right now. What the hell? Someone clip that and send that to Chewit, you know, his friend.
In fairness, he's a better player than me. He just loses to me when we play in bracket. He's a much better player than I am. But him, Sila, I would have once sponsored. But there's so much talent nowadays. There's so many players that. Yeah.
Ó, o Mandia já passou da pool aqui, e o Rankshu também, e o Saint. King Ray Jr. passou da pool, mas o Arslan não, eu tô no DQ, o Arslan. Aí, Arslan, tu mudou DQ, mano, se inscreveu e não foi, vagabundo, mano. Fez eu fazer propaganda enganosa, velho.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, listen, my players would free your players up.
Players would free yours, bro.
I know that CSC guy. I know how to beat him.
Esse cara eu conheço, acho que é o Ed, esse cara, né? É. Parece o Thiago Tony, o outro cara, velho. Mais magro, mas parece.
And he's been flying himself out everywhere. Like, he didn't have a sponsor. He was one of the only few unsponsored players at Tekken World Tour finals as well. So it's a big achievement to do it by yourself. And considering how much he was flying out, how much work he was doing, how hard he was struggling to get in, it was very impressive. And I know I think he's very motivated now to again try to achieve that again and to do it even better. But you know, Kaizoku's no slouch. He's also an extremely strong player. Someone you really have to reckon with. I know he maybe didn't have the best round of mix-up last year, so he's definitely going to be trying to make up for it this time. But we'll see how it goes. You know, Lars had some changes, had some nerves, but I think he's a player that can definitely adapt to that and to still do well. But I'm curious to see who Eddie's going to be playing.
Yeah, is he going to go for the? We know him for the Fang.
Yeah, I mean he's got a Fang. We've seen on Dragonov. We've seen on.
Nossa, parece muito Thiago Tony, velho.
I'm sure he probably wouldn't mind taking El Kuni at some point as well. That's actually a card I'm curious to see if we're going to see more of it. There you go with no Fang, Dragonov.
Oh, going with the Dragonov pick.
Yeah. To be fair, Dragonov again, still very, very solid character. You still have super good tools. 1-1 is still very much a remarkable tool to use. But getting straight into it, we have a palace. We're in the palace, and we're going to be in the palace in game as well.
Yeah, this is a very, very important winners semis as well to make it into top 64 winners side.
Yeah, Kazuko getting started already. Nice. Good punch from Eddie.
Both of them have be active right now. So early on in the game as well.
Nice, making the most of that. Should be able to kill with this, even with the scaling. Nice, big chunk of damage. Kazuko making the most of it. But yeah, I think this is the thing. Like with Heat, as you and Bubsy were talking about earlier, you have to be very careful of when you're using it. But I think in that case, Kazuko spent it, but also immediately managed to seal the round off of it. So there was no damage.
Nossa, mano, cara burro do caramba.
Again, activating area, 10 seconds in, both players activated Heat. But if you can make the most of this opportunity, then it's fine. Eddie, out of Heat, but not out of options.
Okay, using that beautiful sidestep. He's going to get a large chunk of damage here.
I like the option to keep the wall in play right now, because full combo could potentially...
Vou fazer uma enquete aqui na live, hein, rapaziada. Nada a ver com Tekken.
You don't need to break the back there. You still have that wall pressure, and you pointed it out there correctly.
Kaizoku already pulling ahead. Have two very solid
Kaizoku Lars, ó.
heat usage from him. I think is maybe a little bit luckier than Eddie's. Getting the 2 heat dashes, making the most of them.
Cadê
Dash
o
forwards here.
Nice.
Punish.
Como é que faz enquete mesmo?
Both of them opting to play at this range 0. They don't really want to give each other much space. They're playing so close.
I mean, I think in both cases, both of his characters can really benefit from playing at that close range.
0 the whole time.
Aqui.
You stay close, you keep the throw of your own tools. Heat span, Eddie in rage.
Gonna punish that.
Nice, good option with the throw as well. This gives him a really nice wall positioning.
On life, he has heat still available. I'm not sure if he's going to want to try and activate here.
Good break. There we go, there's the activation, dashing in as well to make sure it lands. Kaizoku needs one more hit, potentially. Eddie, 1-2-1.
Lembrando, pessoal, cola amanhã pra gente na Twitch, que amanhã no top 16, top 20, top 8 eu vou fazer votação, hein, fazer apostas, hein, das lutas.
Oh, big trade. Nice pick up as well of the crash rush into ARSLAN 4. Good carry to the wall, getting the big ender. I like the option as well to do the roll, but not commit to an option, just going to full crouch.
Still opted to play at that range.
Nice small whip punch, good break 1+2 from Kaizoku.
I feel like Eddie's being way more aggressive now.
Didn't commit.
The 1-2-1.
Push.
Go punish.
Nossa.
Shoulder.
And what a turnaround. Eddie definitely been gathering information in the first couple of rounds and now making the most of it. As you said, he's playing way more aggressive, but Kaizoku not trying to shut it down.
That's what happens. Use aggression sometimes to just shut your opponent down. He's doing that.
It was nice interrupt as well. Eddie getting some lows, and then those lows definitely sparking him damage, but now it's down back for a counter hit for Kaizoku.
When you get too aggressive, that's what happens though. Kaizoku Lars is most likely going to get the wall here as well into big damage. No, he gets a mix
Dificuldade de falar Kaizoku, né?
Call out, he was already ducking even before the low came out. He knew it was coming.
Oh my god.
Yes, freeway guess. Goes for the 2 option.
No pun life anyone's game though. 1-2.
Oh, já era.
Try to whiff punish, but a second hit of that catching him, and then Eddie finishing the string straight into the heat dash. Nicely done. And very big turnaround, big reverse sweep from Eddie in that game.
Yeah, very good. He used those 2 rounds to understand his opponent, tried to put Kaizoku Lars into different situations, and he did really well. And Eddie there.
Kaizoku Lars parece o Thiago Tony, mano.
Like,
Yeah, true.
yeah, exactly.
What if Eddie knows German?
Eddie doesn't know German. Does Eddie know German? No.
I don't know.
Eddie,
Maybe he's been practicing for this moment.
Oh yeah, maybe he knows German. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it would be interesting to see. I think maybe he's working out from context. I mean, maybe, you know how sometimes there's some loan words, like if he says, I don't know, high crash or something, between everything German, like maybe you could still work it out.
It's like German word.
Yeah. And then like a technical term. Yeah.
Fuzzy duck.
Yeah. You can work this out, right? Wait, let's see, red arena, so this stage could be very, very scary for both players. Both of them have pretty good opportunities to take advantage of it. But we'll see. Eddie's, again, I want to see if he's going to be a lot more aggressive, like in the past 2 rounds, or if he's going to slow down. But right now, keeping the aggression going.
I wonder what advice Steffi Black was giving him there.
Como assim GTA tá ganhando, mano? 2 votos, velho. Inacreditável.
Full launch, blowing up one of the walls.
Pessoal, a nossa saga aqui, ó, de zerar jogos tá sendo Lies of P, tô no último boss lá, né, que já era pra ter zerado ontem, mas enfim, tenho mais um boss. E depois vai ser God Hand, e depois vai ser Trilogia Onimusha. E aí depois, se não acontecer nada, não sair nenhum jogo até lá e tal, enfim, vai ser, eu tô pensando em jogar GTA San Andreas. Falando em GTA aí, ó.
You never know. Sometimes people aren't really punished, right? 1-to-1 when I'm punished earlier from Eddie.
I've been to the desert on the horse with no name. It's not good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name. Can't read no one, can't give you no pain. La 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 la. Brabo, GTA San Andreas, mano. Não sei como é que eu vou fazer com o YouTube, mas eu quero jogar.
You know, Eddie might be able to get to the wall here, actually. Yeah, there we go. 4-1. Nicely done. Big chunk of damage.
Às vezes tá jogando GTA não dá nada, né? Sei lá.
Guess again and go again for the same option, the 2 option.
Guess and guess some more here. Guess again.
Oof.
Oh, still have. The thing is, if he went for the 1+2 option, it would have killed as well. but it's not going to cost him down 4 again. Eddie looking so good right now. It's that point.
Doing really well. He always seems to be ending those rounds with a low. Kazokulas is definitely going to pick up on that. Tries to go for the power crush.
Nossa, mas ele dropou o combo, mano.
That could cost him. Oh, that working out for Eddie as well. Getting inside, which stomp not landing.
Say bad ball positioning. Guaranteed damage afterwards. Catches him ducking. Oh,
nice.
That was sick.
Beautiful. Good conversion as well for the sidewall. Kazoku needs something here to survive.
Oh,
heat smash.
Right, yeah, sidestep into the heat smash. Eddie manages to move forward there into top 64 winner's side. You know, with a really nice win. Not convincing because Kazoku Lars was playing really well. He was getting the rounds at the beginning.
Okay,
Eddie started to adapt and managed to move forward there.
That conversion of up forward 4 was sick.
Cara, por que você vai enrolar o fio no controle se o fio sai, mano? Só estraga o fio.
Really good awareness, and that's the kind of like, you know, optimization you really love to see, because those are difficult
moments. É, sim, às vezes vai, no máximo vai mutar. Aí eu deixo o VOD off.
As you said, you were calling out earlier in the set, you know, he's really gotten a lot more aggressive as that set went on.
Não sei se vai dar pra jogar, né? Mas a minha ideia é essa. Como eu falei, pode ser que saia, tenha algum jogo pra jogar.
As you said earlier, not scared to stack those lows, whether it's QCF free, full crouch low, or down to etc.
Sometimes it's very important to use those lows because it really gives your opponent you know, something else to think about with those lows. I really like, personally, I like doing them a bit earlier in the game, just to establish, like, I will do these lows. You're gonna have to duck, otherwise you're gonna lose. Whereas other people prefer to play a bit more safe and start off with mids to see what the opponent does.
Yeah, but I think even lows like the full crouch down 4, it's a really good low. Even standing down 4, I think those generic type lows are really strong because they're really good for conditioning the opponent, and also they're really good as a way of tracking the opponent. They're basically homing on most characters. They're a little bit dangerous in this game compared to previous, but I still think it's a nice little frustration type of button you can do because it's a high crush, it tracks really well, and it's, you know, it's something. So
next on stage, though, we're going to be having Spain versus the UK. Tibetano versus Kibi Omega.
Ó o tibetano aí, ó.
Irado mesmo, because I know we've had a little bit of a character crisis since the Asuka changes happened. I know he was using a lot more Miari, ETC4. But I'll be curious to see who he's using now, because he did have the Pocket Claudio. Claudio also did get nerfed, but I think he's still very much a viable character. Just, you know, you gotta work a little harder.
Yeah.
But, you know, on Kibi's side, I'm expecting one character and one character only.
Yeah, the Yoshimitsu.
But we'll see.
There's a lot of, I said it before already, there's a lot of Spanish players in attendance, and it's good to see everyone coming out in full force. Tibetano is definitely one of the strongest players in Spain. He was a Esports World Cup finalist last year as well, won multiple tournaments, played super good with Asuka. Asuka being changed a little bit now, so he has to find a different way of playing the character, a different rhythm. When I was speaking to him before, that's what he was saying, and he's just going to keep believing in himself, and that's the right mentality to have. Even if you're not maybe playing the best Tekken, your mentality is still there, and he knows he can qualify, he knows he can do damage.
I think the thing to consider is, obviously, like we talked about his style a lot before in previous events.
Bom dia, Eber.
He used to spend heat very quickly, especially in Asuka. Right? He was making the Gusto stocks and just popping them instantly. And now you can't really do that because you're not getting that much out of it. So it's worth playing the slower game or looking for the right moment to activate heat and make the most of it. So we'll see how he adapts, what changes he makes to his gameplay, and how he deals with Yoshimitsu as well.
It's going to be good to see as well. The Spanish crowd is super hype here for Tibetano.
Nice, already getting the counter here for the 4-4. Nice conversion.
Back against the wall.
This is a scary position to be in as best with that wall blast.
Oh,
nice. Temos sonho.
Order for Kibi Omega. Has he activated? There's going to be a bit of health he can recover here. But there's only so much he can recover. Oh, and the forward 1+2 winning out.
Okay, trying to catch him, getting up. So he gets sword sweep him. Tibetano playing more patient here.
Boa.
Nice punish on back for you. He's still working for something, but good punish on the hop kick. But you got to be careful with that hop kick. He's got some really good evasion in this game.
Very good evasion. One of the best hop kicks in the game.
Nice, nothing guaranteed anymore.
Yeah, nothing guaranteed. He said that really hurt him as well, because he used to love using that 1+2 to mix his opponents up.
Nice big chunk of damage again. Down by. Oh, wow, the flip's still working out.
Todo mundo pegando agora Destruction.
Oh my god, all over the place.
Let's see a rip on the third hit, getting a splat off of this. Nice resplat off of that combo as well. This is a big chunk of damage for CBM Omega. Has he available as well? What's the Yoki Shawarma cutter?
Dangerous situation, back against the wall.
Ah, então você é brawler ainda.
And we'll be seeing a lot of that low immediately into dash up down back 3 as well. So you got to be careful because TWT could potentially mix it up, could dash up into 1+2 as well. So it's a very interesting mix situation for him now.
Mano, falando em brawler, né, da Wada Destruction.
Oh, big
Tem um cara que fez um mod, mano, que mod super inútil, mano, que ele modifica o que aparece no ranking, tipo, God Destruction fica até King, sei lá, mano. Nossa, que porra de bosta, né, velho? Achei que o cara não tinha nada pra fazer, não, mano.
Oh my god, what a sidestep into a huge launcher. 15 seconds remaining, everything is in TWT's favor. Is he going to get the wall as well?
He does, and he's pulling ahead, and so much help to work with as well. Going for the mid this time. Nice movement around the Hopney. Beautifully done from TWT.
Yeah, the crowd goes wild there as well.
Mas você tá falando como se todo mundo que jogasse fosse rank alto não fosse CLT. A maioria das pessoas é CLT. Você tá diminuindo as pessoas? Você tá achando que todo mundo então que já tava God 1, 2, 3 não trabalha? É isso? É isso que você quer dizer? Ah, sim, mas é inútil, né? Uma coisa inútil, velho. Bagulho bobo. O cara se deu o trabalho de fazer modificar, fazer um mod pra isso, velho. Porra. É, se acostuma. Eu já tô acostumando já. Ah, boy, the puddle. Caramba, esse round aí foi muito bom pro CBM Omega.
The Canal was placed so beautifully, but Kibi still turning life around. And you still got to be very careful. Obviously, this is still a Yoshi player, and Kibi's very.
O jogo é todo nisso, tudo isso, tudo em volta disso.
So one situation can turn into all different free combos, right?
Exactly. I've noticed CBM Omega's not using his spin as much.
Derrubou no chão. Corrida pra cima. Fica de olho na corrida dos outros. Combo com corrida. É o que eu tava pensando ontem, tipo, o jogo não só ficou mais fácil do que o Street Fighter pra combar por conta disso também, porque aumentou o dano, né? Porque antigamente, sem gastar muito recurso, né? Geralmente o recurso era a barra de super, né? Então você dava era um pouco que você conectava alguns links ali de médio, soco forte e tal. Depois cancelava num golpe ali, no máximo dá um EX pra dar um golpe a mais, né? Talvez alguns, dependendo do char. Ou um dano a mais, pelo menos. Agora não, você pode tipo fazer esses links, dar um drive rush, fazer de novo o mesmo link, cancelar em alguma coisa. Será que vem ter no final desse torneio? Com certeza não, Andrew.
No punish. Could be low something.
Não só pelo fato que eles estão tendo o costume de avisar que você vai ter ou não. Mas esse torneio, se eu não me engano, é o último antes da Evo, né? E não vai ter uma atualização antes da Evo. Bem antes, assim, último final de semana antes.
No, CBM Omega is the kind of player, he's been playing a lot online, dominating a lot of the set and research tournaments while those were on, joining a lot of other tournaments, whether it's TDU or others. Yep. He's grinding all the time online and making the most of it. He comes to a lot
of likezinho, hein, rapaziada.
He won a dojo at the end of last year, but also placed really well at a lot of the London events. So, you know, he's a force to be reckoned with. You cannot discount him at any point.
Really strong player, and this is what we were saying before, that you're just going to get killer match. It's just way too many good players at this tournament here. CBM Omega is one of them, TWT is another one of them. Both of them just trying to get out that group.
Ó, nós temos no The Mix Up 13 e 14, e aí dia 26 e 28 é a Evo, né?
Aí com certeza deve ter o trailer do Bob.
Let's see, Kibi Omega to Butano. Final game of his set. Nice spacing for both. No one really getting anything.
That's the
Again,
dash
down
up
by
that you were
3,
talking about.
Beautiful whiff punish from Tibetano.
A huge whiff. Go to the wall.
Deixa eu ver aqui.
The stacks in play, not using them just yet.
Final de semana que vem tem o ficha final, hein, rapaziada. Já vou aguardando aí, ó. Mas aí, ó, dia 26. É, aí no outro final de semana é aí.
All out.
Gonna call this Fun Life. Is he going to lose because of the wall combo here? Is he dead?
No.
Oh no, you waited till the end. But like, what was that? Oh, you waited
O cara quer ganhar, né, mano?
There's another combo.
Tá valendo ponto pro Mundial,
The
velho.
back turn combo that he does with like the flip. I think that would have killed. But I don't know if he could do it from
That was so funny. You're waiting until the final fix.
because I was trying to see what he does. Man,
Let's
you can't
go.
call me out like that. Nice.
Aí se empolgou, mano.
Nice chunk of damage.
Ali era um bom flash.
Punch parry as well.
Always be careful.
Might be able to get the wall potentially. Goes for a spike down. Again, has heat available as well, trying to burn Kibi out.
Nice!
Out there. That was definitely one of those
Clássico
Yoshimitsu
do
tricks.
Yoshimitsu.
One move has just changed the whole dynamic of this round. Back is against the wall, bad position.
Nice
You're going to get out. Both of them trying to get out of the wall there. Throwing moves out of nowhere.
Yeah, that roll 2-3 working out, down 2. Just needs something more, trying to look for power crush.
Oh,
Nice
shit.
Swift punish again, the Hopney not quite reaching. To be fair, even if it did reach, it was still enough to kill her.
Exactly. We've seen like a bit too much hop kicks at the end of rounds.
Woo!
He's lost on many occasions because of that. He's maybe just panicking or thinking
Ó, eu tô ouvindo um gato aqui. Será que ele tá preso?
always been able to block it or back away.
Nice, good patience from Bhutan as well, again moving away from the wall. Nice, I think beating out a heat smash for her.
Up forward one, doing damage.
Good, both sides out of heat right now, but not out of options. Again, Tibetano trying to make the most of his nice flash.
I like the way he's playing. Keep Omega was just holding back there. He wasn't even trying to sidestep when his back was against the wall.
And both of them really making the most of the whiff punishment opportunities in Kibi Omega, just like that. Set point. Those down 4-2s have been working out.
Keep Omega is definitely no slouch. It's tense. I feel like Keep Omega just needs to stay composed there. Tibetano's the one that needs to engage. He's the one that needs to fight back.
And definitely feels like Kibi Omega is playing a little bit slower right now, trying to make get Tibetano to make a mistake, but Tibetano trying to get as much damage as possible, beating out the heat smash.
Way! It's going to go to the wall as well. It's going to be a difficult situation. We know all the tricks that Yoshimitsu had. He can pull something different here.
Oh, able to block. The cancel worked out really well for Tibetano.
Tried to can. We've seen Tibetano in those situations before many times. Can he make a comeback and a huge launcher there with 20 seconds remaining?
The two fairy is enough to kill. Not quite. One more hit. Nice.
Final round here.
Tibetano definitely not giving up, but still needs to keep the momentum going. Again, the energy from the crowd right now for Tibetano.
The energy is incredible here at the mix-up in Leon Tekken World Tour Master event. Tibetano versus Kibi Omega. He gets it with a flash.
Yeah, big counter hits guaranteed on the counter hit of the spin. Again, activating heat, both in heat right now. Tibetano, big health deficit right now, but could be able to recover. Heat spent for Yoshimitsu.
Oh, that could be it with the
avoiding
right combo.
puddle. And enough to kill with the Manji kick wall combo. Kibi Omega bringing it back.
What a great game to watch between Kibi Omega and Tibetano. They both played incredibly well. We'll be seeing Tibetano later on going into that loser's bracket. But Kibi Omega, what a performance at the end. There was a lot of mistakes from his side, but he done a lot more positive than negative for sure. Those hop kicks weren't working at the end of rounds, and he lost many because of that. But in the end, he just stayed more composed, and his mix-ups really did work, and his defense at the end.
And he's the defending champion and loses.
Sei lá, né? Fui ver se o gato tava preso. O Yoshi ganhou?
Last year. It's going to be tough to do that this year again because of the fact that you're now in losers and pools, so you have to make a run through all of top 64, all of top 16, all of top 8, all the way to the end. And the loser's side is always the longest journey you can find.
The loser's side is so stacked here already. I think we're like halfway through our brackets here. We're going to be playing till top 16, I believe, which will happen tomorrow on Sunday. So yeah, it's lots more Tekken 8
O cara
action to
bugou
come.
ali.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of Tekken Action, we have the EWC news coming up as well. So obviously EWC is part of this event as well as part of the road to EWC. There'll be 3 qualifiers coming out of this event. You have the QR code you can scan on your screen as well to get more information. And as I said, this event, the mix-up is one of
Esse
the
é
last
pool
few remaining
4.
events to qualify. So we have the mix-up, and then we have Evo, and then after that, it's just the LCQ. So there's not many spots remaining. You guys have to be ready to
no
make
quarto.
the most of that.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy fun, like 32 of the best players will compete for a $1 million prize pool at the EWC August the 5th to the 8th. Where the best players will be in attendance. Make sure to scan the QR code. To
Pessoal,
buy
você já
tickets.
deixou o like na live?
ARSLAN, a 2-time champion, who's going to be able to dethrone this guy.
Boa.
At EWC, just performs even better. So
He
maybe
looks in.
3 times.
Maybe he's going for the hat-trick, right?
Time. EWC.
Salve só da bucha.
Yeah, it will definitely be possible, but we'll see how it goes, really. Anyone could do it. But with that, we're going to go to a short little break, but we'll be back with more Tekken action. Make sure you stay tuned.
Para de história, mano. Tô a fim de tomar um banho. Fingi que vou colocar aqui, tô jogando FIFA. Dani, você é conhecedor. Sempre que aparecem shorts de Star Wars, são 3 chars. Vader, Maul e esse eu não conheço, mas o terceiro... E esse eu conheço, mas a terceira onde surgiu? Maciça de pele vermelha? Ah, eu acho que eu sei quem que você tá falando. É por conta da série do Darth Maul, né? É que tem uma Sith clássica. Eu não lembro o nome dela, velho. Mas ela é uma aprendiz do cara que fez a regra de 2, se eu não me engano. Que ela é uma Twi'lek. Twi'lek é essa raça que tem esses bagulho na cabeça. Que é da raça porque... porque tá saindo uma teoria que ela não é uma teoria na verdade, mas assim, estão comentando que ela é tipo essa personagem nova que tem na série do Maul vai ser tipo ela, né? Porque um pouquinho de spoiler, né? Então vou evitar o spoiler, mas na série do Maul, o Darth Maul tá ali, né, tentando ressurgir do seu império de bandidos, né? Da criminalidade, tentando se vingar das pessoas lá que ferraram ele, né? Enfim. E aí, tem um Jedi com um aprendiz lá no planeta que ele tá escondido, né? E ele quer ter um aprendiz, então ele tentando, e essa aprendiz do cara, do Jedi, aprendiz Jedi, inclusive, ela é dessa raça, dessa moça aí. Então tem tipo, é uma antiga, eu não lembro o nome dela não, mas eu conheço. Aí estão falando que vai ser tipo ela, né? Quando eles vão canonizar Starkiller? Nunca. Você sabia que o Starkiller é o ator que faz o Starkiller, é o ator que dubla o Darth Maul, né? Que fez o Darth Maul também. Live action no primeiro episódio 1.
Rise above. Nossa, e ontem o post oficial do Twitter, mano, do TWT, mano, muito errado, velho. Se liga. Eles postaram assim que ia ser o horário das lives, né? Aí tem a bandeira lá do Mundial, assim. Bandeira Mundial, no caso, a bandeira, ó. O mapa mundi, né? E tem os horários de acordo com o fuso horário do lugar, né? Eles sempre põem isso, só que o de ontem tava errado, mano. Tá dizendo aqui que o horário que era 1h30 da tarde lá na França, em Paris. Aí tá dizendo aqui Rio de Janeiro, Brasil, 18h30, mano. Tipo, aí como é que a gente é mais tarde do que eles, velho? Se eles estão mais cedo. Vai passar o VOD pra nós? Não vai passar ao vivo? A gente vai assistir 1 hora antes de Singapura. Que nasce o sol, o dia mais... O dia começa primeiro lá.
E o iPhone dá o panorama de como melhorar seu descanso.
Sabe, Bagulho? Cortei quinta. Gostou? Cortei o cabelo, gostei. Poder ter tanta HQ, jogos ou séries spin-offs que eu fico. Ah, esse é antigona, essa daí é antigona. Eu acho que ela aparece naqueles Jedi, naqueles jogos RPG, sabe? Que é da Old Republic, eu acho que ela aparece lá. Sabe, Web? É nóis, mano, tamo junto. Não, minha testa não é grande não, tá louco, mano? É 4 dedos minha testa só. É, realmente, minha franja tava aqui, né? Eu acho, eu tenho que fazer topetezinho assim, porque senão meu cabelo fica meio assim, a franja fica meio assim, ó. Vou deixar a câmera no... tá passando comercial mesmo. Opa. Quando fica baixo assim, ó, tá vendo? Tá até um pouquinho aqui. Mas ela fica assim, parece que eu sou Vegeta, que tem entrada, né? Eu acho que tem um aspecto de entrada assim, né? Só que não é, meu cabelo começa aqui mesmo. Que é uma franja. Só que fica parecendo, mano. Eu não gosto, me incomoda. Deixa assim. Mas eu não tenho testão, não. Nem é 4 dedos direito, ó. 3 dedos, basicamente. Lá é 2059? Como assim? Do Misfits.
E aí, ou você evolui, ou fica pra trás. EDG Reload revela tudo isso.
Semente maligna?
É só colocar água quente. É melhor que miojo. Novo campeão dos Capitão Tsubasa. Eu quero Cup agora. Cup é melhor que miojo. E sim.
Nossa, a música veio bugada. Botando as músicas até que em clássica, mano. Pessoal, já pedi permissão, inclusive, para restreamar a EWC e a Evo, hein? Se não me chamarem para narrar em algum canal, terá live aqui, se Deus quiser. Eles têm que me garantir permissão, né? Mas eu já fiz minha parte.
Really good, actually. Honestly, I think the last few patches have really mixed up the playing field. Players have to adjust how they're using heat, how they're dealing with the fact that regions are lower or gone completely in this case, actually, except that one Lee move. It's been very interesting. I think every time we have a shake-up of a patch, it's always really cool to see how the competitive scene adapts and how people deal with it. And obviously, we have a new character that came out recently, which we actually haven't seen yet.
Esse estive lá na França.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, I've been playing a lot online. I've ran into, like, out of 10, like, people that I've fought, 7 to 8 of them were Kunimitsu. So
that's a classic.
I feel like it's only a matter of time before we get an actual Kunimitsu on stream. We already got the next 2 players up. But look, before we go any further, Bro, this venue is absolutely ridiculous. This is definitely like one of the top venues, if not the top venue. You get like a small piece of it here, but you don't get to see it, like the ceiling, all the like statues. David was telling me how like each statue is actually super like specific itself. All the rooms, everything. Trust me, you guys absolutely are missing out if you're not here watching the games from this sick venue. But
esse é o melhor torneio que eu já vi.
I was wondering what was going on. I was like,
Mais
man,
bonito, né?
Friday? Do we not start Friday? But we got 2
Local,
days, so I believe we get in the top 64.
É museu aí, mano.
Okay. Yes, sir. And then top 16 and top 8 tomorrow. So we have plenty of actions, plenty of games to go through today. So we are now in the B side of polls. So there's 4 polls in each wave. We're now on the B side. We'll see how it goes. There's plenty of games.
Nenhum tipo de droga lícita, mano. Você não toma remédio?
Machine and Link on screen right now. So we have Turkey versus France.
Well, here we go. Kicking machine coming up. All the way
Olha o
from
Folone,
Turkey.
mano. Caramba, vai chover hoje, velho.
Engage. Already starting it off. Answers with a down for it too. Oh, but drops the combo.
The King Machine very vocal about Hwang changes, and I think he's very passionate about Hwang. He's been playing him for a while now.
Yeah.
And definitely one of those notable EU Hwangs.
Jun e o Kicking Machine. Aqui sempre tem, Folone. Esse ano tá meio devagar, né? Até ano passado, pelo menos, tava tendo, todo final de semana tava tendo um torneio TWT pra assistir. Esse final de semana não vai ter. Por exemplo, esse ano. Tipo, teve esse final de semana passado, não teve. Não teve. Mas esse final de semana tem. No final de semana que vem não tem. E no outro tem a Evo.
How low the help was.
Just a little bit shy and then the low, bro. Look, I know he's passionate about Hwang, but man, come on, dude. This character.
Definitely still very scary.
É um museu, eu procurei no Google mais cedo. É o Palácio do Comércio, chama. Aí tem um monte de coisa lá e tem um museu também. Cara, antigão. Mó bonito. Eu postei no Twitter, os caras postaram umas fotos lá, mano. No teto tem umas artes também, mano. Muito louco.
Great way to close it out. And you can see Kicking Machine was already pre-ducking because he's waiting on the low, but yo, timing is a major part of fighting games.
Nossa, eu odeio tomar esse 104 que derruba.
That's Power Crash, a classic. And you know, Link is really close as well to getting involved. Stacks does not matter. Focus down 4-2 going downstairs immediately as well.
Okay. You got it to take him to this wall. Big damage on the table. And a chop.
Keep the pressure going. He's much spent.
Spins it all. Nice sidewalk again, but the second part of the string gets the hit. Those lows starting to come out. Knows you get antsy towards the end. A little down forward one.
And it's careful. You got to be careful against Hwang as well. You need to know what all your opportunities for interruption are, because otherwise you're going to be eating a lot of damage, and that pressure is going to continue and continue the entire day.
Well, look, I mean, I know I was talking like a little smack about Hwang, but the thing is, like, knowing all the strings and knowing the options, definitely not easy. Obviously, you can streamline it, but it's probably better to like know your options, and that helps you through like the different levels of tech. Look at this combo though. Kicking Machine, nice pickup. Goes for again. Feels like we already know Kicking Machine is paying attention to that. Nice pickup. Taking that first game. Putting up a valiant effort though.
100%, and definitely not out of it. I think there's some adaptation that can be made, but Kicking Machine just kind of running his game, and that's sometimes a solution to a lot of the problems. If you don't want to deal with someone else's ability to defend, you just have to keep running them down, right?
Kicking Machine. The mesmo Machine. Eu sempre lembro dessa frase do Velozes e Furiosos. Quando o cara tá. O Toretto tá encontra lá o Johnny Tran lá, os japoneses lá. Aí o cara. E o que você achou do carro vence? It's a mesmo Machine.
Nice big chunk of damage as well. Popping heat early. It's still something we're seeing quite a lot from players. You know, they are using heat very early on, keeping the pressure going and trying to finish the game with that first heat bar before they even run out of it.
You were talking about how nice goes for the low this time. You were talking about how the strategy has
Nossa, belo step, mas aí você podia ter dado um punishzão brabo, né?
Deixou
comida no prato.
And not giving him much space to move.
It was really unfortunate because the heat ran out, right? He was trying to heat dash, it ran out just at the wrong time, and Link made the most of it. Apoie 1-1 is such an excellent punish for Jun, and big launch as well from while standing.
That was so good. Staying, ducking, having knowledge of the string, getting the launcher, big damage on the table, cashing out with the heat as well.
Nice chunks, power crash as well, changing up the options, spending heat.
Wow, floats him out. That's 2 rounds game 2, Link. Okay, wait a minute.
You can't be using the guillotine kick against the French. Like, you know,
Bro.
he just counters it immediately.
Exactly. We know how this works. But yeah, man, watching how people have actually started using heat, how they use heat burst, and all the different players that it actually like applies to. Wow, that armor saving lives. I think he took more damage than he actually gave out, but his reward was the momentum. There's the heat burst.
And again, trying to track the movement, Link. Still
Link.
Just going under and the forward to immediately spending it. Should be enough to kill. Yes, it is. The big laser.
3 rounds straight after that first game, especially when there was so much contention between the two.
Deu mole aí, cara.
Definitely a big switch up when it comes to the offensive Link. What does it seem
Ó,
like you
a
did
enquete tá
different?
empatando,
I think
hein?
he got a lot more out of the whip punishment. There was a fair few opportunities where he got the whip punishment. I think the block punishment was also on point. The Apoie 1-1 was like a big decider, especially at the end of one of those rounds we were talking about earlier. And
Pessoal, amanhã eu vou fazer apostas, viu?
Committing to a full crouch to get a whip punish over as well. You're talking about the fact that he's recognizing.
Quem quiser ver a live pela Twitch amanhã, ou se pra farmar pontos, né? Porque amanhã, top 16, eu vou fazer apostas.
Yeah, and the scramble as well. Like
De quem vencerá as
situations like this where typically
partidas.
he would back off. Warring would get to play his game. What a pickup with the counter. Link in the mix a lot more. Closing the distance, playing up close. Nice sidestep, gets the big launcher.
Planta aí.
And you still got this heat. I like the sidestep, and that wall is a little closer if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and stacking up those blue stacks again.
The blue stuff, a whole carton of it.
What a trade. Spends the heat, still very good position.
Down 4-1, knowledge himself, stays ducking. This is the scramble that I was talking about.
Nossa, foi punir, não
Exactly why
acredito.
that knowledge is important. Look, I don't want to go into a slow-mo versus Warring, because I feel like if I do, I've already lost.
Oh, no launch. Well, to be fair, actually, I can't launch from that, but still could have been a bigger punish.
Oh, the 3D. The walking.
Alright, so we're going to go into spike down. Yep.
Back turn combo knowledge. Wrong spacing right there on the move. Gives Kicking Machine a chance. And I like that. Didn't spend the rest of the heat. Gonna give himself one more opportunity. Black Kite activated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Eu dei esse golpe do Warren. Ih, beitado, será?
Yes,
Oh.
he did press. Yo, in the arms of an angel.
Tried to go for the Dark Halberd, gets caught. This should bring Link all the way back to full life as well, as much as he can muster. And has the stack available as well, has that gold mode.
Ah, nice. Gets the follow-up and catches him ducking. Or maybe it was just a side step, right? Like, or at the beginning of a step. Who knows?
Nice punish.
Belo. Oh.
Yo, engage, big damage. Side step again. Full
Gastou o
heat
hit,
extension, knows
né?
what he's got at his disposal.
Vacilou, vacilou,
Not a
vacilou,
great combo
vacilou.
there, but
Oh, on the counter as well.
Ó o nerf.
Link has an opportunity. Kicking Machine got a little bit of life back from that block string. And look, this is the scramble that I'm talking about. Not giving Kicking Machine a chance to start. Gets the hit, and there it is.
Nossa, o cara
Stops the
também
momentum.
tentou.
Round count now 2-1 in favor of Kicking Machine, but Link was on his way out, trying to stay alive.
Tried for again, going to Flamingo step into step, immediately into the mid, not quite working out. Link recognizing it this time and dealing with it.
Tried the side step left, gets hit by that Black Kite. But spends all the resources. Kicking Machine in trouble.
Lots of small waves, but never
Ooh,
making the most
Plasma
of it.
Blade.
Counting on the Plasma Blade, Kicking Machine won't be able to kill off of this, but this is still a really good situation in terms of health.
Okay. Oh, what a sidestep of his own. Kicking Machine, closing it out. Sidestep, back 3, gets the launcher. And that was definitely looking a little bit shifting in control to Link in that second game, but nice adjustments on the side of Kicking Machine right there. Still repping the wall run.
You gotta be careful what he's doing right now, especially considering she had some changes done to her as well. The forward 1+2 is a little bit less safe, a little bit less reward on it, which is good. I think that move was a little bit, maybe a little bit egregious.
I like that.
You saw him using it a little bit, trying to still use it. You know, a tool can get nerfed, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't stop using it. It should still be something that you just factor into your arsenal. If the risk reward is different, then you adjust. You change up your tools a little bit.
I mean, if you look at like just how people use the tool itself, one.
Mas, ô, tá falando da Evo, mas o Trax KO tem bastante inscrito na Evo também.
or they did it because you know, they really
1080.
needed the help. So I'm glad that they're actually looking at it like that, especially some of these characters, man. They be getting on my nerves, bro. Just fighting online, I'm like, I wish they were there in person so I can yell at them, but you know.
You say this, Steve, but unfortunately, what character do you play?
I'm a king player, bro.
So we're gonna need to have a discussion about this.
What's up, bro?
This character's been untouched for way too long.
Wait a minute.
What do you mean you can block in Jaguar Sprint now?
Wait a minute. First off, the hate for Jaguar Sprint was so overhyped, bro. Be like, oh my God, he's running at me. I'm like, bro, just jab him, bro. Unless it's a setup, just punch this dude in the mouth. And people keep talking about it, and they coming from my mans. I don't like it, bro. I think you guys just don't like fighting grapplers, bro. Make grapplers great, bro. I'm about it, dude.
I am trying to see my character got rightfully nerfed.
Excuse me, what character is this again?
I play a few.
Inclusive, vou mandar uma polêmica talvez aqui, hein.
We won't talk about Lee because that's a. I know how people
Pra
feel
mim,
Claudio got
quem gosta de a lenda de Korra é burro.
But you know, he got hit. He deserved to get slapped.
Like how you're tiptoeing the puppet legs around. I see what you're doing, Fun Life.
You know, listen, I gotta play the game as well. However, I will happily take more nerfs if your character gets nerfed too.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it wouldn't make a difference if you nerfed King for me. It don't. I mean, one, cause I can't.
You got the old head style now, right now.
Yeah.
You can't get nerfed out, right? Like you're pulling out stuff we haven't seen for 20 years, man.
Exactly. I was playing online. My homie was like, "Steve, you're the only King player that uses this move." And I was just like, "I know, dude. I'm old, man." But here we go. This is gonna be a good one as well.
I'm excited to see Lane. You know, Lane's one of those players that's been getting stronger and stronger over the years. He's been playing Tekken 7. I practiced with him a little bit in Tekken 7. A very strong Alyssa player. And again, a character that is very, very strong. It's definitely, to be fair, a character we don't see super frequently, given the fact that the community perceives her to be quite strong. Versus Aiko. I think Aiko, again, had some really good performances over the years. Definitely a player that cannot be discounted, but I don't really know which way to call it with this.
Yeah. Well, I will say, Lane, he's been out of it for quite some time. He was telling me he just got back in the swing of things. Shout outs to Kayana. He said he went to, like, the training camp as well. And he's just been going through, you know, life, you know. But like I tell everybody, man, the community, these games will still be here once you're said and done. I'm glad to see he's back in the fighting game saddle, getting some matches in, especially at a Masters level event like this, man. And then there's some killers in the building. I'm sure the homies have went over it quite a bit, but you're going to be seeing some Tekken heavy hitters up on this stage, man. There's so many people here on top of that. And plus, it's a Masters level event, man. Nice chunk of money on the line, as well as TWT points on the line, and one of the seats at EWC. So there's a lot at stake here for the mix-up, not just pride, obviously.
100%. A lot to play for, and it just means it's going to be more and more stressful as we get along. The closer you get to that peak, you're going to, you know, it's... If you're getting closer to the goal that you had for this tournament, and any mistake could take you out, the level of stress just keeps rising. That cortisol just keeps rising.
Mental stack, bro. It's actually crazy in this game. And now, like, especially in this most recent patch, it's...
Top 104 é às 1 da tarde, rapaziada. Então deve ter uma pausa meio de pouco, eu vou passear o cachorro nesse momento. Normalmente eu passei com ele 1 hora, mas como vai começar o negócio, né? Já dá uma adiantada.
See how the players are adapting. It's really interesting, especially you see players that come back from like a small hiatus. Some players that just kind of switch characters. I mean, you talk about, I mean, we were just talking about him, but like, look, switching and playing King.
Novamente, obrigado a todo mundo que tá assistindo a live, tamo junto. For comprar coisa na Amazon, usa meu link aí. Vire membro para ver as lives sem ads aí, ter emotes e tudo mais no canal. E você vai aparecer, o nome vai aparecer todos os finais de vídeo também. Ou manda o sub também, mesma coisa, só que pra Twitch. Inclusive na Twitch tem mais emotes, né? Tem emotes animados, mano. Olha só aqui, emote. Esse é meu preferido, esse aqui, ó. Mas tem esse também que eu gosto bastante também.
Yeah, I mean, Pingan's in the building, so I know we're at least gonna see one more ninja. Only one more at least. Yo, shout out to my boy Mark, man, bro. He was up for commentary line of the year. He got robbed, bro.
Nice.
Okay. I like this patience and this pace so far.
Not quite getting the wall, but Aiko's still pushing the advantage.
Okay. Spins the rest. Nice sidestep. Activate on the wall. Puts the swords up. Puts the chainsaws up. Okay, gets the wall. And he's very close to closing it out now. Spins the rest of the heat. Rage on both sides. The last hit of the destruction stance didn't work out, but the low will do it.
Eu acho legal uma coisa que eu tava pensando aqui, ó. Vou dividir uma coisa com vocês. Eu tô jogando XKO, né? Eu tô querendo jogar com o Shark novo que saiu. Então eu tô jogando pra fazer os bagulho pra liberar. Hoje eu nem consegui jogar, né? Porque a gente tava fazendo live aqui. O modo offline lá que eu tava jogando. E tipo assim, o jogo em si, pra você jogar com o personagem, né, fazer as coisas do personagem e tudo mais, é tudo simples. Tudo botão só, não tem direção quase nada. Máximo frente ali. Aí mas só que tipo, o jogo deixou mais difícil outras coisas. Que precisa ficar prestando atenção, tem que ler e tal, ficar escolhendo. E tipo, o próprio o jogo vai ser simples, então, é muito mix-up e tudo mais. Então tem jogado. O Char que eu tava jogando mais porque eu tava tentando fazer o teste de combo dele lá. Ele cria uma imagem dele num golpe lá. Então, tipo, ele faz um golpe, faz uma imagem, aí ele pode teleportar pra essa imagem de volta. Então, mano, olha que loucura, velho. E aí, você vai jogar, você escolhe o Charles, mano, não é simples. Você tem vários tipos de jogo pra você escolher. Se você quer jogar só com um, mas o outro é só pra assist. Tem um outro freestyle, tem outro que é pra não sei o que, mano. Porra, mano, mó complicado, velho.
Now he's challenging after the stance, noticing that he's not finishing it. Now he's getting in
Exatamente.
trouble. Okay, Lane, 2 rounds to 1 now.
Você não pode só chegar e jogar e pronto, depois ver os comandos do boneco. É isso. Eu não vou jogar com ele, né? Mas eu tava fazendo os combos dele. Salve, Albert.
Hard spike. Oh, what a call out the quicksand.
Não, mas não vou jogar com ele, não. Vou jogar de Trash. Trash e Warwick. É que eu tenho que ganhar os pontos lá pra comprar, né? Ainda não.
Oh, finishes the string, down 4-1, backing up so he won't have to engage the big mid. Okay. Still has heat, not gonna use it, but outspin this rage though. Lane brings it all the way back.
Tá, acho que falta pouco pra... É que o Trash é mais rápido, né? Eu já tô com 7.000 XP já. Quando eu pegar 10.000 XP, libera ele e a outra mina lá.
Yeah, it was interesting. I know he went full crouch to full crouch, sweep still catching lane moving away.
Mas só precisa fazer uma maestria lá pra liberar o Warwick. Eu vi que se você jogar 5 partidas ó, lá, tá, você ganha uma maestria, né?
Lane mixing up the timing a lot and working around that very well.
He challenges really well, and on top of that, one thing he does that I feel like some players they really go too late, mixing in tracking moves. And at least she has no short of them anyway.
Mas aí você faz certo, né? Ah, o cara tá usando um Nacon ali, quase eu comprei esse arcade. Era bem mais caro.
Game 2.
Slightly bigger stage as well. So we'll see how the best of how we can make the most of it.
Isso. Ayrton Senna.
Good option from Lane to check with the low.
Yo, the Ico chants in the crowd though. The home crowd power up. They finishes the string, and look at this offense.
Yeah, just all small buttons, just jab strings, just small things from Lane, but nothing big. But hey, finds it this time though.
Quero tomar um segundo café.
We go, and spins that burst, but nothing big coming from it.
Again, going low, being out of power crash. Ico, just awful situation to be in right now. Again, Lane going low. Outside of a couple of things, it was all just small buttons, just wearing him down, death by 1,000 cuts.
Então, se quando eu conseguir liberar o Trash, a gente faz isso aí, pelo menos já começa a acostumar com ele.
Nice, Ico looking for something, trying to start the offense, going low. Faz sentido desviar do primeiro golpe, daí você tem que tomar todo o resto? Depende do golpe, né? Tem golpe que tem uma animação que pega, né? Não deveria ser a maioria dos casos, né? Não deveria acontecer isso. Mas assim, por exemplo, o Laser Scraper do Devil Jin é feito pra isso. Ele faz assim, então tem uma lógica, né? Porque ele tá fazendo um golpe assim. Então se você esquiva desse golpe pra cá, e ele faz assim depois, que pega desse lado. Oh, and the power crash in Lane. You know, he's had enough health to use it, so why not? And just like that, set point for Lane. It's looking pretty rough for Aiko, but definitely not out of it just yet.
Armor, that heat burst, almost did him justice, didn't let it rock, gets the cancel. I love that move.
Nice, the low's working out right now. Aiko pulling ahead. He almost out again, full crouch.
Starts the challenge after the wake up this time, tired of the lows. He can smell the end in sight. Nagebushin to get out of there. Wow, the throw counted it. Okay, okay.
That's the kind of round you need to get back in. But hey, just one, needs a couple more to stay alive. Lane again, immediately getting those chainsaws out.
Nice block, bad punish. Ah, okay.
Nice conversion.
Pop that heat. Yes, sir. Still not going to be able to get the wall, though.
Oh, and again, the special get-up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Chainsaw pressure, potentially. Oh, and this is looking rough. Aiko, big help there out of here as well. Lane just keeping the pressure of the chainsaws.
Oh, and that's gonna do it. Lane takes it clean, bro.
Será que nós não temos teases aí do Bob? Não.
None here, but still. Aiko with the Raven, man. Obviously, we got the boys here too. Pinha is in the building, so we definitely got more than one.
Não curtiu a cara, né, senhor?
However, I'm pretty sure that was
esse não é um motivo para eu não gostar dela, né? O design eu achei legal, mas o tipo de jogo não me pareceu muito legal, não. Não foi um design super legal pra eu falar, tipo, foda-se o gameplay, eu quero jogar com esse boneco, sabe? O que eu gostei primeiro foi o Warwick, mas eu precisava de 2 char, né? Eu queria jogar de dupla. Aí só tinha ele. Eu devia ter jogado um pouco só pra pelo menos liberar já, né? Adiantar meu serviço. Mas também eu não sabia se ia ter outro char legal, né? Trash, né? Esse escreve diferente, mas pronúncia é igual. Eu falei, pô, bacana, vou jogar com esse. Quero jogar com esse cara aí. E a live caiu, né? Voltou? Então aí eu tô tentando jogar com ele agora. Eu vou jogar mais porque eu fiz o react, que eu achei legal o char, né? Aí eu fiz o react. Assim, eu achei legal o design, aí eu fiz o react do trailer pra ver e achei legal também. Gameplay. E aí o pessoal comentou que queria que eu jogasse, então beleza. The people! For the people.
The mix-up was a bit of a bloodbath last year with the amount of international players turning up and the amount of local players also making sure.
Assim, porque eu comecei a jogar Street Fighter 6, eu queria jogar mais coisas também diferentes, né? Até por causa do arcade lá, pá. É o que eu tô falando, mano. Arcade é o ketchup dos jogos de luta, mano. E aí tá dando boas views de Street Fighter, né? Cola o pessoal legal aí. Pessoal diferente também. Não caiu a view, aí tem algumas pessoas que novas, substituindo algumas que não querem ver, mas tem um pessoal que já assiste sempre, também, que tá sempre aí. Eu falei, ah, beleza, vou tentar jogar mais, o pessoal pediu também. E o que eu quero dizer com arcade ou ketchup de jogos de luta? Porque, sabe quando você tá comendo uma comida que não é tão legal, mas você coloca ketchup e fica bacana? É tipo isso, o arcade, ele deixa qualquer coisa legal. O Street Fighter lá, dá raiva, mas você faz as coisas no arcade e fala, pô, é divertido fazer isso aqui. E eu tava jogando de SKO, fazendo os combos trial lá e tal, falei, pô, esse jogo é meio simples, mas é legal fazer no arcade, porque você fica... É legal. Então o arcade deixa legal. Se eu fizesse novo, se eu estivesse jogando de SKO no pad, ia ser muito chato, ia ser tipo... maionese? Não sei, uma coisa zoada, porque eu não gosto de maionese. Quando você desvia do primeiro golpe, aí o personagem dá uns 180 graus. Então aí é um problema. Não, mano, você não tá entendendo. Você não coloca. É o que eu tô falando. O arcade, ele aumenta o gosto, mas você pode usar ele pra colocar. É tipo assim, é o que eu tô falando. Você não coloca ketchup no macarrão com molho, que já é bom, entendeu? Mas você coloca ketchup no hambúrguer, que é gostoso sem, mas fica melhor com ketchup. O Tekken é o hambúrguer. Se você jogar do arcade fica melhor, mais legal. E o TXKO é um arroz puro, sem tempero.
Oh, the Wavell gets the Demon Paw. Fake Potter ran that all the way back with 28 left on the clock.
Tu prefere arcade a hitbox? Cara, eu acho arcade... Pessoalmente, eu acho arcade mais legal. Nunca joguei em hitbox, né? Assim, tá jogando. Mas em questão de eficiência, o hitbox é muito melhor.
Definitely a strong start. Definitely setting a statement here.
Sendo direto no que é bom, o hitbox é melhor. Olha o caso do top tier aí, ó, Peck.
Yeah, and he's trying to get it from the wall. Nicely done as well, getting the back to the splat.
Oh man, he's still there too.
Good conversion. Oh, pops it now. Nice combos will end the spike on him. This was, again, massive turnaround and the laser right in the shoes.
Nice, nice.
Overrunning it back last second. Right, here we go. Engage.
Nice. Again, Fake Potter playing so slow, so methodical, just waiting for the right moment. But Rest trying to run him down again.
Okay. Nice block. Glorious Demon Godfist. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Again, good conversion, keeping the heat for that conversion.
And keeping that wall at his left-hand side, too. The splat actually gets him out of danger. Fake Potter now in danger. Rest on the board, gets one round. Okay. Okay, some contention here.
Yeah, not letting him get away with
Só jogar 100%.
Trade. Fake Potter still getting a hit afterwards.
I like how Fake Potter doesn't stop. You can only stop me for so long.
He's just waiting for the right moment, you know. Mom said it's my turn on the controller.
Por mim, todos têm que jogar com gamepad vem no console só. Mas eu jogo no PC, e aí, como é que eu faço?
Oh, flies over! Oh. But it's been absolutely crazy. The comebacks from him have been super strong. But you know, you also get to keep in mind that at least on Rest's side, he's feeling a little bit more confident because he has that EWC qualifier already. So he's not fighting for the qualifier anymore. It's just the point. So a little less on the line for him, which hopefully means a little less stress.
Okay, gets him off the wall with his combo. Now, I would say this round is over. Fake Potter has proven 3 times over that he can fight it back. Fake Potter has proven 3 times over that he can fight it back a perfect this time.
Yeah, he's finishing up his food.
OBS não.
Getting the flash punch. Missing on a punish. Could have been a little bit more. Not getting anything for the power crash either, but recovering that great health immediately for the rest.
Okay, engage. It's into the...
Não, problema aí endêmico.
Active. Laser to the wall.
Flash punch combo.
Nós 1, 2, 4, né? Pega.
Spacing out. Good conversion. A little bit of a weird axis here, but Rest still making the most of this.
Let me get the wall.
Bicycle kick. There we go.
Yo, goal.
You take your side back. You take your side back.
Nice. Pior que é o Rest, né? O Horeg ali, nem tinha reparado.
Rest. Getting his wits about him, looking so much better in this second.
Nossa, o Léo tá atrasadão, mano. O caiu de novo, não é possível, velho.
He's definitely finding the right opportunities as well. Again, going low, trying to mix it up, throwing out some mids in the mix.
Great punish. Follows with the stature kick to stop that momentum, but Rest fight. Yep, the scrap, sidestep right, electric.
Should be easy carry to the wall. Nice. Pumping the heat as late as possible.
Ooh.
Oh!
A little bit too slow to punish, but Rest still getting a big counter hit. And this should be enough to kill, especially with Rage and Heat. There we go, he's not giving up, and Ball's round, we're looking a lot more clean than last time. You know, not playing with his food, making sure that he's finishing up the rounds, and not letting Fake Potter play around those big comebacks that he was doing.
And it was like last second, right? He'd be like, okay, I know you're gonna do a low here, low parry, right? Or just getting like a big launcher, maybe a wall rising 2.
We see Boda stepping up to the play as well, same team. But both just going to do a little bit of coaching. It'd be interesting to see what Boda is saying as well, what kind of adaptations you'd want to make. Because, you know, Quarring is a difficult
cara, não sei o que fazer, velho.
Especially a world-class player.
Eu já reinstalei o OBS.
And he's adapting so quickly at this point. It's going to be more and more difficult to deal with him. But Fake Potter doing a good job of it for the most part. The punishment, the whip punishment especially has been on point. Those electrics are looking crispy. The combos are looking very good as well. A little bit unfortunate, I guess, on one of those combos at the end, with, I think in the second round, where he just drops the wall combo. But hey, it happens to the best of us. But alas, no rest for the wicked going to the final game. We have the hanger as well, so plenty of opportunities for stage hazards. Nice call, a big counter hit.
Stand crouch once again, calling out the options the rest are presenting.
Pessoal, hoje deve ter uma segunda live depois do torneio pra tentar matar o último boss Lies of P, beleza?
Oh man, this pressure side
O último.
Wall, now at his back.
Again, rest finding is such a good power crash. Nice electric.
I like that.
Próxima vez que eu jogar Kingdom Hearts, eu vou querer matar aquele GP só de raiva só do Lies of P.
Canceling out of it, breaking the 2-throw.
Great awareness again, the side step. Okay, wait a minute, Fake Potter.
The little step to the left as well in that combo to make sure that he did not splat too soon to get all the damage and no sidewall shenanigans. Beautifully done, good awareness.
Engage. Okay.
Spending a little bit of that heat, still has plenty in the tank.
Fake Potter trying to sidestep and it gets him.
Não, baixou o raio ali.
He's beating up the Dark Halberd. Fake Potter still big life deficit. He has heat available. One launch could do everything. Oh! Rest still getting away.
I like that, going for the Demon Paw because he knows it'll be a heat activator. He'll still get the combo, give him better opportunity of coming back. But now we see it activate. He's still a lot closer to that rage, which means the end of the round.
Still has it. Oh!
No!
Oh, nice, just when he needed it.
Wow, what a block. Every time these clutch blocks are coming in. Fake
Mas
Power.
eu já zerei Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Rest has smelt a couple of us coming now. Nice electric. Well, actually, I don't even think that was an electric. That's a windy.
Just a regular God Fist. Oh, regular smegular God Fist.
Nice big chunk of damage again. Readjusting to make the most of his opportunity. Nice wall combo. And again, trying to go into the wall. Gets it, doesn't get much more, but keeping the pressure going. Nice pack one.
Side step. Finds his mark. Oh.
He's my spend, does not quite get the balcony, but Rest still in an awful position to be in. Has heat available, has so much great health. And 1-1-2, just like that. Fake Potter.
Será que ele tá jogando perfeitamente aí, Beck?
What did Bodhi tell this guy?
I see him smiling, so there was definitely something there.
Smile was crazy. I looked over, he was like, mm-hmm. But let's see what Rest can do. He was looking a lot better early on. Fake Potter is so good at taking back that momentum.
Ô, louco!
Nice big chunk of damage again. Fake Potter looking for the mid launch.
Never seen that before.
I like the Ducks in as well. He's not overcommitting. He is trying to keep Rest guessing. Nice Halberd.
Not gonna hit, but still the momentum. Down 4-2.
Ooh, the call out.
Nossa, mano, se fosse uns pets atrás, ele tava no caixão já. Roubado, totalmente roubado ali.
The homing move just like that. Going to final round.
Okay. Oh, now that was an electric. With a punch.
Caramba, só lutão nas pools, hein, mano. O pessoal tá escolhendo bem hoje em dia.
But not gonna use it just yet. I actually like this. Gets about 50% or right at 50%, and the heat option is still on the table. Staying out of the way and pumping on the brakes a little bit. This one still not gonna hit.
Yeah, Fake Potter trying to get away from his wall. He's playing so patient right now, just trying to get Rest to burn out all of that heat. Nice big launch. The twin pistons coming through.
Oh, and the heat.
Eu tinha lançado esse pro outro lado, velho.
Oh, the heat smash, and it's enough to kill. Fake Potter sending Rest to the losers, where he'll definitely not be getting any rest because there's still so many killers in this shark pool.
Man, that's kind of scary, bro. Losers this early on, man. I mean, but I feel like that motivates. Like, for me, I'm like, there's no question after that. If I make it through losers, you can't tell me anything. I'm the best on the planet if you ask me. But Rest still has another opportunity, right? He can definitely make it out and still be successful in the tournament, but he's got to stay alive on this lower end of the bracket.
100%, but it's so difficult. These master events, especially like Soup and now Mix Up, both super stacked. Like, there's no easy paths to get through. You're gonna have your work cut out for you no matter what you do, and it's only gonna get harder and harder as we're getting through more pools and getting to the top 64 as well, ahead of the top 16 and top 8 tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool players you guys are looking forward to seeing. Especially, well, I should say I'm looking forward to seeing. Also especially because, I mean, we had Evo Japan. I've been looking at a lot of the smaller events coming down the pipeline as well. So it's been really interesting to see how the game's evolving in real time and seeing how people are adjusting.
Yeah, and we're still fairly early on in the grand scheme of the tour, so there's a lot of challengers to be played. There's still a lot of master events.
Pessoal, já volto rapidinho, fala um negócio.
Events, which each one of them will let a player qualify into
Esquece.
the World Tour Finals, which is obviously an addition this year. And the fact that the event system has changed slightly, you can now get 4 Master Plus or Master events. That's a big shake-up in the system. There's less dojos for the global leaderboard as well, only 2, alongside 2 challengers. So there's a different focus. We're seeing players travel more for the Master events, and you know, later on in the tour they can get all those challenger points as well and be set for the rest of it. So early days, but plenty of events to go still in this tour.
Yeah, this is just another stop on that master. What's the next master level? Evo. Evo Vegas is the next big Masters event. So you guys know we're going to see a lot of the familiar faces. I mean, ARSLAN not here, but I'm pretty sure we'll see ARSLAN at Evo. So here we go.
Yeah, we have Nino versus Narya. France versus Korea.
Narya just holding it down on commentary.
Yeah, multi-talented.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, she did a great job as Soup, and now we're going to see if she can also rip through the brackets as well. She's had some really good performances in Europe overall. Every time she's turned up, she's done some damage. We got to see some of her games in the LCQ in Sweden, taking out Blackbird, looking super strong in the Victor, so it'll be interesting to see how she handles Nino.
Let's see. Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, no surprises in card select, going to the Armor King. Kata, I've seen from him before. I think he does have a Reina as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think both the Kings and Reina. Do you have a Poké Armor King? Do you have a Poké Armor King as well, or?
Pois é, mano, tá farm. Tá viajando mais quando não tinha patrocínio, mano.
Counter hit confirmed.
Good break.
Nice, little wall stand in 3 and then goes into it.
And again, keep checking him.
É bom, gente, swing é bom ali, porque troca de lado também.
Nice counter here, already getting a bit of damage on the board. Narya still out of heat, so still keeping that in the tank.
Engraçado que no 3F eu narrei a luta do Limishima contra o J. Victor e foi literalmente essa matchup nessa stage.
Oh no.
A big side step hop kick. I don't think this is enough to kill, but this is
nice. Boa, faz step 4.
Take that first round.
Okay. Side step 2.
It's crazy as well because it's so difficult to deal with Victor in this season, and he's got so many opportunities between EI and Perfumer. You really got to be aware of your options, but sometimes, you know, you just gotta get.
Provolone? Yeah, comeu lanche.
Yeah, he's definitely. I mean, I felt that way about him season 1 anyway. Season 2, not so much, but now that they gave, what is it, up back 4, up back 1.
11-10.
That move is a good Victor mixing it in with their offense, especially when you're freezing up. Because now people kind of understands the offensive flow to some degree.
Yeah.
So they freeze up a little bit. That is a good tool for making people forcing the movement. Forcing the
nice dodge.
Nice find here.
Isso aí é não tem muito porquê fazer back 1-2, F2-1 na verdade.
This next exchange might be curtains.
Tipo, o DF2-1 ele é bom pra pegar quem pune o DF2, né? E aí garante agora, hoje em dia, o God of Blast Stance, né? Mas nesses tempos de vida assim, mano, tipo, Banish 12 frames ali, se eu não me engano, não é um problema grande, né?
Oh! I don't think this is enough to kill. This is still a chunk. Nice, just a
nice chain throws. We got those.
Those are really good mid-checks to just end the round with. Keep it safe.
Very smart way to go about closing out. That's the move I was exactly talking about. A little false sense of security dealer. You're like, yeah, you just did something. It's my turn now. Nice block on the low. While rising 1 to the wall.
Nice. Cara, tá entendendo demais.
Keep the momentum, breaks the giant swing. 4-2-1, engage. Oh, no break. Extra shiny with the blue on it. The low, no more wall splat. What are you gonna do to close it out? The line realigns. The mix breaks the throw. 4-2-1.
Bella.
Okay.
Honestly, the whiff punishment from Nino has been super
Nino.
Super locked in, very ready for dealing with Narya's pressure so far. I think Narya may be a little bit too passive, but also at the same time, when she tried to apply the mix, Nino was just going for the same options, just guessing correctly.
Ainda bem que o Gico não tá na live aí, ó.
For example, calling out really well.
Vê ali na Narya perder.
Did the homework, or just already passionately knows the matchup himself with Victor. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm so lost in this matchup if I'm Armor King.
I mean, I could see it. I think the character is just quite dominant right now, honestly. With the amount of things he can do and the amount of options he has, sometimes it's just difficult. Like if all of that's in your mental stack, deciding how you're gonna try to counter can be rough. Sometimes you gotta keep it simple. Maybe you have 3 options and just rotate between them as counterplay, right?
The down 4-3, full pickup on the combo. Oh no, the wall reset.
Oh, guarantee.
Oh,
Salve-se.
and that's a normal throw too. You're not dead.
One more hit potentially. Nari, a difficult position to be in, and the power crash as well. And you know, honestly, when you have this much health and they're just about to die, using a power crash is such a decent option to do.
Tá tomando macete.
I can't tell if I'm like doing it intentionally now, but I'm definitely aware now. I'm like, all right. Okay.
Nossa, mano, travou. Mano, toda vez que trava alguma coisa eu tenho um susto, mano. Meu PC vai desligar, caiu a luz, caiu a internet. Eu já fico, tipo, fico em choque aqui.
Especially with this block on the geyser.
I like Nino staying close. He's not going too far. He's staying close. He's trying to get away from the wall, trying to walk on the
Oh, nice!
that sidestep hop kick once more.
Não, cara. Esse cara tem um grande problema pra terminar combo, velho.
Nice. Good power crash. Good way to interrupt the offense.
Now 4-2 finds the mark. Giant swing says no.
Nice.
Big duck one too many times, and he's finding the beautiful punish. Nicely done. Just like that. Set point for Nino.
Great duck.
Oh.
The shoulder on the follow-up. That was a crazy duck that could have been major damage.
Again, the patience from him right now. He's just playing so reactive versus Narya.
Oh, nice counter hit grab. Like a basketball.
Yeah, that's a big chunk of damage. Narya with the
Oh, dark upper.
The dark upper finding its mark. Pops the heat.
People's elbow.
Was looking for that shoulder. Does not quite find it.
What a block on the stance. Oh, wow.
Que setup é esse? Um corporate elbow ali. Eu preciso ver, mano. Qualquer coisa que eu possa usar o corporate elbow é bem-vinda.
Good break on Giant Swing. Oh, that's going low, yeah.
Scared me. I was like, yo, you're about to break that? You're about to eat that wall damage? Okay, wait a minute. Narya not out of it yet. Nice block.
Ah, dá pra dar um launcher.
He could have been scary as well because that punish is not punishable as well, so Nino could have got a lot of it. That's just a hop kick.
Boa.
Okay, engage. What a duck.
O cara já fez isso na outra round.
Big chunks does he available, trying to keep the pressure going.
Oh, what an interrupt. Breaks the throw. Wait a minute.
Heat span running to working out. Nice.
E-dash, get up.
Doesn't quite get a wall, but still getting some guaranteed damage. And it's enough
Nossa.
to kill with the wall.
Dinner, jantar.
Taking it 2-0. But Narya
Mano, eu queria entender por que coreano que vai complementar faz assim. Tipo assim. Google.
And then, of course, I mean, the fact that it's Orma King, I feel like he's one of those characters that plays just normal Tekken. I think I mean, outside of the green mist, guarantee throw scenarios and the wall count. But outside of that, I think he makes a lot of sense in the scheme of how this game is played at a higher, upper echelon level.
Sinal de grande respeito e educação na Coreia do Sul. Gesto demonstra de deferência. Caramba, que loucura, velho. O pessoal faz assim, várias vezes. Bom, até quem já viu muito coreano, né? Porque tem coreano toda hora. Tenta lembrar disso, cumprimentar um coreano, fazer isso, mano. Vai que os caras acha que eu tô tirando, né, mano? É o destino todo coreano virar pro? Acho que não. Mas eu queria saber por que você fazer assim é respeito, né? Fazer assim.
Adapt to different characters, adapt to different playstyles, but Boda is, that guy is old. There's so much experience behind him.
Like that?
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, but like if you play Tekken,
olha o cara falando. Esse cara é velho. Caramba, tipo, falou igual aquele clipe do cara lá do... Até que eu já usei alguns memes, mano. Que o cara fala, eu tenho 50 anos, o cara... Damn!
And I like having like older players. Oh, it was me and Ru Kang. He was saying like, man, look, the young players, they have more time. I was like,
Mano, esse Vayne é muito louco, velho.
I'm one of those people. I'm like, look, the older player, I feel like has so much expertise.
Yes.
It is more about the strategy than it is about reactions. Otherwise, you know, it'd be nothing but kids.
See, the thing is, I'd like to call out, especially with older players, you can see some like, I don't want to say underhanded, but strats that have been around for a while. So if you notice the seating positioning, you will notice Bolte always sits further back. Why do you sit further back?
Proper posture. And you can see.
So you can see your opponent's buttons.
I used to hate that.
Esse cara é bom, mano. A gente, quando a gente assistiu o EMA, lá, Finals, ele tava no EMA. Ele é bom. Ele não é tipo, nossa, que jogador incrível é o Mi e tal, mas ele é bom. Acho que ele vai perder, inclusive, mas ele joga bem.
That's ridiculous. Well, here we go.
Crazy tech. Anyway.
Coma Bode coming up.
Hora do Kung Fu. O pessoal que tá no YouTube, deixa o like, hein.